Hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Goblin. This is the Goblin Cave, and I just realised that I'm frozen. Let's get that fixed up. I just moved across and I'm frozen in that screen. So hi everybody, I'm here, we're all here, we're not all here. So we're missing two people at the moment. Red's going to be not here today, Ari's on his way here. So we're here for our, I think it's about the 7th or 8th episode of The Rise of the Goblin Lords. It's an episode, at least I know that. And I'm just going onto YouTube to make sure which one it is because I'm that lazy. It is our 6th episode of Rise of the Goblin Lords. Yes, I just did that. So we are getting through the burnt offerings. We're almost halfway through, or a little bit past halfway through the burnt offerings first section of the Rise of the Rune Lords section of the Rise of the Rune Lords story. Is it story arc? Adventure path. Adventure path is what Paizo calls them. And the goblins are making a name for themselves for good and ill. It's entertaining. It's certainly chaotic and weird, and monkeys being thrown at people. Thankfully, no monkey poo's been thrown at people. And, yes, I'm looking at you, Nick. Yeah. And apparently, people, like, at least one character is picking up animal handling to train his humans for riding later. Yeah, because that's a thing. So we finally have Ursa back, which is great. So, yay!
Yay.
So, as I've mentioned earlier before we went on air, that Screech has pretty much done more damage than everybody else and done more attacks than everybody else without doing any damage or any attacks. Just that bardic song. It's actually really helping. It's a scary, scary thing in Pathfinder how useful it is. Yep.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Even if I wasn't here, she was still useful.
And she's totally the easiest character to play as a GM. All I do is roll initiative, and at that initiative, the bardic song starts. That's it. I'm doing nothing more. Absolutely nothing. No mutagens, no bombs, no spittle. Which I'm fearing. I was hopefully having Ari going to be here today, just in case we got into an issue where we needed mutagens, bombs, and spittle. But no, on his way. So hopefully it does come in soon. So yeah, we've just a couple of housekeeping matters. We're using Syrinscape for our audio, so our intro music is the Goblin song from Syrinscape. This is actually the Syrinscape's specific Rise of the Rune Lords sound group. So you can go into Syrinscape. If you're playing Rise of the Rune Lords, you can just buy access to these sounds, and they're yours forever. So they're amazing. It's a huge, massive sound set because it's a massive campaign. If you're playing Ghost of Saltmarsh, they've got the start of the Ghost of Saltmarsh. They've got the Sinister Secrets of Saltmarsh sound sets already up and running, and they've got things for Dragon Heist. They've got things for lots of different things, both for D&D, Pathfinder, even Call of Cthulhu. So check them out. They're highly recommended, not just for online play, but you can download them onto a tablet or even your phone and run them in your offline play as well. So they're really good stuff. And if you're at Gen Con, I'm super jealous. And you really should send us tickets, and probably plane flights and all the other bits and pieces. But if you saw the gamers, the Zombie Orpheus Entertainment, if you saw them, that was like the sound that was done there. That was actually done by Benjamin Loons, the creator of Syrinscape, and he was live mixing that audio in the play. And I'm really jealous because I know how crazy that group is. I love Zombie Orpheus Entertainment. And I really wanted to be there, but it's not happening. Not when I'm on the other side of the world. So that's one of the things. The other thing is you can donate to the channel to help out the game. It also helps us out as well as the channel. So every dollar or every 100 bits that you donate, we give the cast member donate with a hashtag of the cast member or character name, and we get that person it starts with a D4, it moves up to D6, D8, D10, D12. If it goes past D12, no matter who you want it to go to, it goes to me, and I get a D20, and my D20 looks like this, right there, but it's not there yet. So so I get the D20 and I'll probably use it. The idea is that the players will need to use them and need to use them pretty quickly, because if they don't use them, they probably might not even get other donations. But they also, if they don't use them, they risk it going too far and risk the GM getting the donation. So it's a use it or lose it. The other thing is, if the player doesn't use it and another donation comes in to somebody else, they do lose it, because it's only one active at a time and it goes to that other person, and again increases in value. So there's always that going on. Now, we do have the X card in play, just as a note, but this campaign's pretty chaotic, and we've had to turn on the mature audiences in chat and in the channel. So just as a warning, that's how far this game goes. Just wanted to be upfront with that. This is a bit more wild than most. And I think last week was it last week or the week before, we even had a little bit of slight nudity. But it was in context, it was in the game, and yeah. Ursma, you missed that one, but it's I don't know if you want to see it or not. But it's in the handouts if you really need to.
It's in our handouts.
Yeah, it should be in your handouts.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I think handout number 1-1. So 1-2. Yeah, 1-2 is the handout.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I see that.
Yep. The information's important. The nudity wasn't as much so. I'm still shocked that they had that in a Pathfinder game, but hey, that's what it is. It's there. Oh well. So I think that's all our bookkeeping, so to speak. We should go and do our introductions. And still waiting on Ari, so Nick, I think you're going to be the first one here today.
Hello, I am Nick. I play Jabba-Snatch, the monkey goblin worshipper of Demogorgon / Babagugan.
Why?
Yeah. The monkey god of evilness and sacrifice. Yeah. So why are you protecting the town? Just a reminder.
Oh, I'm not protecting it. I'm just cultivating it, like how crops. I have to wait till they're ripe peakness to sacrifice them to Babagugan.
Yeah.
So the blood moon is what I'm waiting for, so I can summon Babagugan to take over the world.
Yeah. That's what I mean. That's why we got mature audiences. That's just one of the reasons. Secondly, Ursma, welcome back.
Hi, I'm Ursula May, and I'm playing Screech, the greatest bard to ever roam the land. She's not a gold digger at all. She just has
A way with words, I would say.
Yeah, a way with words and a passive interest in shiny things.
Gotta get the shinies.
From which nobles? Or from any nobles? Or any one, maybe?
I mean, it's best to see what all the shinies look at from various people.
Okay. And finally, Kiwi.
Hello, I am Kiwi and I am playing as Jank Dogbite, a goblin druid who worships the great raccoon god and is a tamer of humans, and his companion Bitey, the giant raccoon.
Just as a note, Bitey, the giant raccoon, is actually second in command of the company. Of which the leader of the company, Red Banner, So Red Banner flanks Hoplite 43 is currently not here because, Trent's not here. So I'm going to do Red as best as I can, but Red seems to have taken command and has promoted Bitey to second in command as the only other sensible person in the group. That's just how bad these goblins are. Yeah. And Boom
Everything will
Boom
be fine.
and Ari plays Boom Boom, our bounty hunter goblin, who is on a lifelong search for a made-up item that he has to return to someone who is also made up, because he read this prophecy in a book somewhere, which was just a fantasy book. I think maybe a children's book. So that's what I believe Boom Boom's quest is, something along them lines. Boom Boom's the shortest of the group and probably has a little bit of Napoleon syndrome going on with that. But rides a riding not dog but wolf instead of dog. So I think that's the most of what's going on and who they are. But what is going on is that the tavern owner who owns the Rusty Dragon Inn is where you've been staying. He's been treating you well and helping promote you as the heroes that as the town sees you as. And recently she disappeared, and one of her maids actually came to you as a group saying, well, with the sergeant or the captain of the guard gone, I thought it best to come to you and help you and ask you to deal with this. She showed you a letter which indicated that her brother wanted to meet her at the local glassworks. At the local glassworks, you found it in disarray, and anything that wasn't smashed certainly was smashed after you had finished with each room. You found Amiko, the tavern owner, and you set her free and sent her to get the guards. You then went back upstairs to find Suto, her brother, or what you've also found out is her half-brother, because he's half-elven, and her mother and her father are both human. So that's a thing. So you found him upstairs with a bunch of goblins, and Amikio also was the one that told you that he was responsible for the attack on Sandpoint, the recent raid during the festival. And a fight ensued, and you came out on top. Luckily, because one of the goblins had a crucible of molten glass ready to throw it. Suto was killed. You found out that the body in the back of the room was his father. A statue made of glass. Looked like he was actually covered in glass while still alive. And it was all the goblins that were trying to emulate that by pouring bits of glass onto all the other bodies of the deceased. But we digress. The next day, or a few days later, after the mood was a bit more sombre in the tavern, you were asked to further investigate the catacombs that came from underneath the glassworks. It was unknown to the city that these catacombs existed, and they'd lost at least one of the town guard from them. So in exploring, you come across something called a sin spawn, which is a horrible monster. And I love the fact that even though we have a brains trust of Ari, who's played Pathfinder quite a lot, has never come across has never come across this ugly, disgusting creature in any of these games. So I love that there's brand new monsters in this game. So come across the sin spawn. You've also come across three of them so far. What looks to be an old prison, a torture area, library. There was an area where there's sunken holes with undead, and all the covers to those holes are very fragile. And you also found a hero level goblin, so one of the biggest goblins in the area, called Corvus. Now, Corvus was a little bit of a strange one. Unbeknownst to you, and in legend it's not talked about, but he has 3 arms, apparently. And he spits acid. Annoyingly, he was shut down way too quickly, because he was supposed to be a really big fight. And pushed down one of the... and he fell down one of the holes, of which he then started to be eaten by a zombie. Zombie was killed, so someone could go down to collect all the weapons from Corvus because they were pretty. So only a little bit more. There was also a stairs going up, also stairs going down that you found, but were heavily blocked. And you found a room, which I will say, I'll give you I'll read out the description, but also explain that the room is meant for meditation rather than anything else. So it's a room that is essentially a 0G chamber, and in that chamber there was several objects, several of which are now totally looted, and thrown at people in other places. So let's go to where we are, which is B11, and we'll go to the meditation chamber. So this strange 15-foot diameter sphere, in this strange 15-foot diameter sphere, several objects float, or used to float in the room. Yes, you can join right in, come on in, and we'll flick across. We're only just starting. We're kind of heavily delayed. Yes, I know who you are. So there were several objects that were floating. There was a ragged book, a scroll, a bottle of wine, a dead raven with a halo of floating maggots, and a twisted iron wand with a forked tip. Now, the wand has been tested, and it tastes like a 9-volt battery when touched to the tongue. The scroll, I think, was taken as well. I think the only thing that wasn't taken was the bottle of wine, because I do recall that I recall the raven was eaten by someone. But the room itself, when you enter it, you float and you have 0 gravity inside the room, and every now and then around the outsides of the room a blackish lightning flickers around the walls of this room. But that is where we left last week after doing a little bit of looting in there.
I need to find.
And we'll move you across to the... we should be in that room anyway. You are, cool.
If no one takes that bottle of wine, Screech will take it, because she's seen other human bards drinking that. It's what those nobles drink.
Yeah, Jake's still chewing on the bird, so he won't disagree.
Hi, Ari, welcome in. We've just done your introduction for you anyway.
Okay. Also, no, Screech can't have it because I already took the bottle of wine.
Ah, dang.
Couldn't remember who took what, but I know a lot of the items were taken.
I think the wine was the only thing I took because everything else was magical and I didn't care.
Should we?
No, don't want any of that magic stuff. No.
I don't like this floaty room. Goblins aren't meant to fly. Jake, come on, buddy. Let's go.
So you are actually Boom Boom and Red are floating in this room, like throwing things out.
I think, do you need help to get out?
I don't think either of them have the fly.
Adept at using swords. And boom, with that, Boom Boom will just push themselves off a wall towards the door with the sword they've been navigating around with.
I think I recall that Red was doing the same with his spear. He was poking the walls to get the directions of where he needs to go. So you can come out of the room. I'll take the fly off. The flying wings.
Let's go down. And Jank will walk off, spitting bones.
So you're leaving the maggots?
I thought.
I remember Red ate those.
Oh yeah, somebody got him. I couldn't quite remember who.
Red described him sticking to his hand when he shoved the crow away, and he's just like all over it. You know how goblins do.
Oh, yeah, okay. So the stairs down, this twisting flight of spiral stairs once led down even deeper to complex, so even deeper into a complex below. But unfortunately, these stairs are blocked by years of debris that have fallen down and collapsed the passage.
No. Oh, up we go. Go on, buddy.
There are other hallways from when we first came from further back.
Well,
There's many others.
let's find some crows. I've got a taste for them now.
I assume Jebba Snatch is ushered along the hallway.
Oh yeah. Come on,
It's just like Shabbat.
Somebody just grabs Jabba Snatch by the tail.
Oh, are you still using the leash like you were last week?
I forgot about the leash.
I don't know
Yes.
what happened to the rope. There was a rope that was on me. I don't know what happened to it because at one point they did let go while the combat started.
No, we didn't let go of your end. We used the other end, we used the other 20, we used 20 feet of the other end of the rope to lower me into the pit so I could get the stuff.
The one that was attached to me, though, I don't know what happened to it.
No, it is still
Because you
attached
guys
to you.
let go to go run off.
It's still attached. It's 50 foot of rope, and we only used 20 feet of it to lower me down.
Yeah.
You're still attached. We're not letting you go.
Yeah.
But you did let me go because I was alone at one point. So none of you see the rope anymore. You don't know what happened to it because you let go of me.
If this game had inspiration,
gone now.
you'd have it. But yeah. It's only that this game
What
doesn't
you
give
do
you
with my
that.
rope?
What rope?
Leash around waist. Boom Boom paid good money for rope.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That rope's gone. Buddy. Don't worry about it.
See, that's what you could have said. Jabba
Yeah,
doesn't see any rope.
it's a totally.
I don't see any rope. Never saw a rope.
What is this rope you speak of?
Yeah.
Can you describe the rope?
What did it look like?
It feels like intestines, but made out of wood.
Oh, if it feels like intestines, I ate it.
I said made out of wood.
Yeah.
Probably still.
What's your point?
So there's still everyone in the I think they call it the trapdoor room. I think that's what you called it previously.
Yes.
Oops.
Many traps.
Yes. So what are you doing in the trapdoor room? You can still hear that slight murmuring under the pits.
Avoiding stepping on the trapdoors while we move to a different room. And I will. Let's see. What we don't have any more. Oh wait. Java Snatch has 15-foot ropes that they're carrying. I'll just grab onto the end of one of their whips, and this obviously can't go wrong. And I'll just lead them by that.
Nothing can possibly go wrong holding
Good
on to
luck,
the end of
Black.
my whip.
Bombo was just giving it a slight tug and knowing Java Snatch will probably follow it.
Probably.
Boom's crazy. He's
So-
lost the blood.
So
Again, you're still in the
Yeah.
still in the same room.
Actually, what I do is I pull on the rope thinking it's stuck on something. It's like, what? Why is my rope stuck on something? Or my whip stuck on something? And I would roll strength if I could see my character sheet, but it is blank. I can't see anything on it. Let me reload.
Oh wow.
Just checking. No, you do have the character sheet. Just wanted to check. Sometimes things get
I
deleted.
know, but it's saying my internet connection's not working.
Okay.
I'm not connected to the server.
I was just thinking something got deleted. And it's like, oh god, no. I had to make sure.
No, it's just not loading.
I've had it
there
happen.
aren't actually like this is one of those weird circumstances there aren't specific rules for. But could I use my ride check since I'm holding on to Fang, who is much stronger?
Yeah, but like that's to stop. So strength check from Boom. So strength check from Jabber Snatch, and both a ride check and a strength check from Boom Boom. The ride check is to stop Fang from moving, but you can still be pulled off Fang.
Okay.
So if you pass
Wait.
2, you've got a much more strength to pull back. But if you don't pass, like you can still be pulled off, is the case.
Yeah, my only compunction is I think Jabba's the only person in the party with a positive strength score.
Do I have a positive strength? I can't see my character sheet, so I don't know. It's still loading. At one point, I'll see numbers.
I don't think anyone's got positive strength score in this party.
Yeah.
I know I have a crazy acrobatics because I'm a monkey goblin.
Yes.
The only one with a positive in strength is Red, I
Yes.
think.
So I was thinking.
I was going to say bitey, but yeah, okay.
Oh, and Bitey.
Well, of course, Bitey.
So
Okay, I will roll a strength of 17. Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
so the leader and the second in command have positive strength bonuses.
I still can't see my character sheet. It's not loading.
Do you want me to do it for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And reload and see if it works. I don't have anything else open.
strength
It's
check.
just I just have reload.
Knick-Knack is getting meta with the blindness over here.
Yeah.
13. Okay, so you start pulling towards. The reason why I really wanted this is because, and the reason why I'm not moving on is that there's trapdoors here. And everyone knows how fragile they are. So
Yes, which is why I'm trying to lead Jabba Snatch around them.
you get moved. Jabber Snatch gets moved forward just a little bit.
I can technically climb.
Yes, I know.
I have a speed. I don't know how well it'll work on stone surfaces, but I could try. There was that one guy who literally climbed up a vertical stone surface with no handholds. No idea how he did it.
Yeah, that's just wrong.
Also,
Jabba!
goats can do it.
Jabba, stop resisting or I drop you in hole.
What hole?
You surrounded.
All right, time to roll which direction I'm going in.
No.
Yes.
So I don't know where
Ah.
everyone else is. I can't see anyone, actually.
There's 3 bad rolls here. 3 out of 12. Or 3 out
Play
of 8.
Minesweeper.
Oh yeah.
8.
Please be diagonal up left.
No, it's not. Because I
just-
start from the top diagonal corner
Yeah.
with 1.
I was going to
So
say,
I fall into the one that's
I
to my
never
left.
know where this roll starts from, so it's always a weird one for me. So which way do you go?
Once I load, I go to my left.
Okay.
Whoops.
And instantly,
What hole?
Instantly.
Luckily, the whip is only 15 feet of length, and the hole is 20 feet deep. So if Java Snatch doesn't let go, they don't fall all the way.
Yep. So you fall down 10 foot. So, you fall down about 7
Oh,
foot.
that hole.
And you can hear underneath you that there's something moving.
Well, I can't see anything, so I'll just climb out. I don't know what it is. Hey, I think there's someone else down here. Did they fall in?
Long time ago.
They ain't alive anymore.
There's this weird laugh.
Okay, now I'm just gonna grab Java by the actual scruff of their neck. I'm assuming that they have some since they're a monkey goblin. And I'll physically lead them.
Are you gonna be on your tiptoes to do that?
I'm riding Fang.
Oh, then I'll just climb on top of Fang then.
That works.
Once you grab me, I just grab your hand and climb on.
That's fine.
Alright, let's go.
Okay. The simplest thing just makes things so much more complex when you have goblins involved. But that's this game. That's what this is all about. And I'm just waiting. I had to wait to make sure no one just walks over any of those pits.
Jenk and Bitey are just moving up there.
There we go.
We're not having none of this.
Nope.
Oh.
Oh look, it's the remain. Oh wait, those are disappeared. I forgot that was a summon, not physical monkeys.
Yeah, they'll
They
summon.
turn
They'll
to
just
stone
move
after
across.
they unsummon.
Boom Boom is gonna pick up a random piece of wood and try to throw it at Jenk when he gets close enough. Oh no, he keeps moving around corners. Damn it.
Oh my. Your dog.
Don't mind me.
thing
I'm
is-
just going to move everyone that's not moving. Ursame.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
So you move into the prisoner pens. Below you, again, there are, I think, about 20 different prisoner pens and a toilet. And you go across the walkway, which, again, doesn't feel like you should be able to. It should hold your weight, but it's just somehow holding up, and it must be magically holding up under your weight.
I'm just gonna use a toilet. Here we
Why
are.
you need
That's
actual
not the
toilet
toilet
for that?
one.
Just go.
Yeah, he's just gonna pick a cell, a random cell, and
Okay,
leave a deposit.
there is an actual toilet.
Yeah,
Um,
the whole world's your toilet when you're a goblin.
so you go to the toilet in one of the cells.
That was a big one, buddy.
He's so proud.
Yes.
Yep.
The raccoon god has blessed me.
I imagine Bidey's like, "Did you make? Oh, good boy."
Totally.
But you can't understand Badger, so.
Yeah, he's chirping away. All right. What are we doing? I'm getting hungry.
Me too.
You just had crow.
I only had a
Don't
wing.
Okay, so you move forward back to the welcoming chamber. The red marble statue is strikingly beautiful, but at the same time, monstrously enraged human woman stands in the middle of the room, her stony expression twisted in fury. The woman wears flowing robes, her long hair is held back from her face with intricate headdress of hooks and blades. In her left hand, she carries a large book with a the face of which is inscribed with a 7-pointed star. In her right hand she holds a glittering metal and ivory rasenure, which looks like, well, Red said that it looks like should be able to be pulled out.
No, yeah. Which way have we been? We've been this way? I think we have.
We've been that way, and I point in a random direction.
We go south now.
It's the sky.
So you also, the corridor beside you leads up to several flights of stairs. It just keeps on going slightly up each one of them. So
We want to go up or
That
down?
way.
No, this way.
and I'm bringing just to make sure.
Stairs look too important. Nobody ever puts important things where important places are.
The statue I also point out is facing the stairs.
I'm pretty sure nobles do.
Yes, but nobles don't live in what's it called? The nobles have a thing called living room, but don't actually live in it. So we not go to living room.
Aren't
We go
all
where they
rooms
keep
living
valuable
rooms
things.
if you're living in it? And or are alive in it?
Even
Humans weird. Everyone know human not make sense.
they put their garbage outside.
For you to live in.
Just free donations.
Exactly.
I'm gonna peek around the corner real quick. I'm pretty sure it's an alt button. Yeah, peeking.
Mm-hmm. So you peek around
Yeah.
the corner, and then the corridor is very short and ends in a door.
Okay. Can I hear anything on the other side of the door?
Do a perception.
I will.
A listen roll, please.
Hey, a decent perception roll for the first time in the campaign.
You hear nothing.
Okay. I will go ahead and try to open the door then.
Okay. And the door swings open to a small chamber, which, and one side it looks like it's been, well, most sides look like it's been manufactured and work stone, and then it's got a crumbling on another side. The original purpose of this chamber is unclear, but large mounds of rubble lie strewn on the floor. The wall to the west has been torn down to reveal a tunnel to the west.
Ooh, tunnel. Always good things in tunnels.
The clear underneath the rubble are broken urns and other pottery containers. Like crockery. Crockery and stoneware.
Yeah, it's useless junk. You can't eat it.
None of it's shiny.
Yeah,
Priorities.
no shiny
It
rocks.
breaks some.
They look like they've been broken many years ago, in some sort of collapse and destruction.
I'll just take a handful and throw it like leaves. And just watch it clatter around, or listen to it clatter around.
Yep. And now you're moving into the original, not natural caverns, but human-worked caverns, compared to the catacombs where you've just come from, which are certainly a lot older.
Ooh, boom boom see body. You want thing to eat.
The body of the sin spawn.
Oh.
Oh. We've been here. Did we go up? I think we did.
Yes.
We'll go
we
up
turn
again.
around now.
We're just turning on Advanced Fog of War so you can actually... That should remember where you've been. I thought it was on. There you go. Now I should at least remember where you've been. In theory.
Okay, everyone turn around. And we'll begin moving the other way, I guess.
Do we go up everywhere? Up? I like going up.
Going around in circles.
Let's try up.
See, if we keep doing this, we might eventually get something done.
Or we can spend the entire campaign just going around in circles in this tiny little dungeon.
Is it you smell anything here, Bitey?
Perception. Body smells sewage from long ago.
Really old poop.
You're right behind the loo.
You sure it's not my poop?
Shakes his head.
Oh.
Okay, now we go down other tunnel. One not lead to circle.
Oh. All right.
There's a red stone statue of a furiously looking woman in a red, like her hair flowing back. She's carrying a book in one hand with a 7-pointed star and a long staff with a blade on the other.
How many of these statues are there?
I have
Boom, boom.
counted
Just
5.
one.
Boom Boom and Jabba will scout this way and see if anything interesting. Then come get you. Takes too long to wait for all of you.
Huh?
So I'm just gonna move down this hallway here and see. Oh, I didn't mean to move all the way down there.
That's okay. I can give you a description.
This
Let's
is the
play
part
hard.
where we scatter and split the party. Down as many hallways as you can.
No! Then I trigger all of the encounters at once. Awesome. Wait, no, that's costly. TPKs are very costly.
I've had to do that as a DM. When my players went and played different places and all triggered different combats. I'm like, all right, let's do this. Let's see how
Yeah.
long you survive.
What a
No.
mess.
We did that in what did we do it in the single class challenge, where
Yep.
one person was deliberately setting off things elsewhere, and so most encounters were not one encounter but two at the exact same time from both directions. Yeah, it was bad. Okay, so Boom Boom. I'll give Boom Boom the description, and Jabba. Actually, Jabba, you feel a sense of power in this room. Yeah, I'm guessing that's kind of a thing for Jabba. So, where Boom Boom has led Jabba Snatch, the tunnel widens here into what appears to have been a small shrine for the to the northeast. Steps lead up to a platform of grey stone. Sitting atop of the platform is an ancient altar. Little more than a jagged block of black marble with a shallow concavity on top of it. This seems to have a basin which is filled with filthy water. So that's where you are. And also on the edge of that room, there are 2 large double doors.
I'm gonna
I'm going to-
describe the altar to Jabba Snatch real quick. Does that sound like anything from, well, you know about other things?
Of course
you
I
some
do.
sort. You
Go
God
towards
wizard.
the altar. I'm feeling tingly and powerful. There might be something to gain from this.
Sure, I'll lead Jabba Snatch up to this altar,
Okay.
adding to the growing list of what could possibly go wrong ideas.
Oh,
I am going to feel out this altar
yep.
and do a religion check.
Yep.
Because I have
Oh.
that.
Oh!
What do I learn?
Damn.
Nice.
I see a vision through my blind eyes.
Well, you know how there's dark gods. You follow one of them. This is another one. It feels like, and you get the sense of power coming through it, that this is an active altar. And it's an active altar, and though you don't really understand it, but it seems to be, like, even for 25, I'm not going to give you the name of the worship, but it seems to be a shrine to a god of monsters.
Oh, sweet.
Ooh,
I just
I
see
know-
all of, like, Baba Gugan's, like, spawns. All the demons just come rushing through my face, and I'm like, clearly this is where I need to be.
Out of character, it's the other way around. Demogorgon was a spawn of this guy.
Nope.
Nope.
Not how I'm seeing it.
So yeah,
This is
out of char-
I'm just, like, petting it, and I'm like, this is a very holy place. Yes.
out of
yes.
character, I know what this is, and it terrifies me, and I want
So
to leave. But
the-
in
the-
character, I don't.
the shrine itself, as I said, it's like a basin with a liquid in it.
Oh, it's a basin? I
Yes.
immediately go in and bathe in it. I roll around.
Yep. You feel invigorated by it.
We must come back to this place.
Do you drink
We
the
must
water?
claim this as our keep.
Hey, what are you
Do you
guys
drink the
doing?
water, or you just bathe in it?
I'm rolling around in it and bathing in it so it can seep into my skin and I can gain its power.
Well, from a 25, you also know that bathing in it's not going to be enough. It's a drinking. The
Okay,
drinking
so I know
to
I
imbibe.
have to drink it. I immediately
Yes.
do.
Okay, cool. That's all. And again, you feel invigorated.
I'm just gonna roll a miscellaneous roll real quick, just a second.
No, you don't know anything.
Just a wisdom.
Okay, so
You
Boom
don't-
Boom Boom is not only does not know, Boom Boom does not get the slightest hint of what this is, and thinks this is some sort of weird bird bath, and immediately takes a drink as well.
Okay.
Yes. Infuse yourself with the power.
We've been walking in this dungeon for who knows how long now.
Yeah.
Very thirsty.
Yes. So yeah, you know you need to anoint yourself with. You need to drink the liquid
Okay.
to do anything.
All right. Yeah, I do that and I bathe in it.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, I'm like, all right, we need to get the others. They need to be consecrated too. They need to be baptized.
What you mean? What you mean consecrated? Weird bird bath.
I mean baptized. They need to be infused in the holy power for good luck reasons, obviously.
I thought you worship baboon god, not bird god. This is bird
This is
bath.
baboon god. Other creatures roll around in dirt and water. You know, we do the same thing. We are neither birds nor monkeys. I'm mostly monkey, but you know, you're not. We live near an ocean.
Yes,
The
and
point is
I
that
don't
this-
know how to swim. I never been in ocean.
Okay, but this water, it's holy. It's good. It'll give us power. It'll make us stronger in our next fights. And then we need to bring things back to this place and sacrifice their blood to it, obviously. We need to refill it, of course. Give and take, as most things are.
Fine. We go get other goblins, and then we come back.
All right.
And so
Okay.
I'm thoroughly happy with my find.
I'm as the GM. I'm thoroughly. This is actually what I expected. I'm sorry. This is actually what I expected.
so
so
I'll go
head back.
Oh,
Yep.
look, there's Mr. Bitey.
Hey, you found some shinies? Tell
We
us-
found weird bird bath. Jabba says powerful bird bath, though. Makes stronger.
Ooh. Okay.
How could a bird bath make us stronger? It's a bird bath.
I don't know. Weird god magic.
Well,
Boom Boom knows about one thing, and Boom Boom just holds up their pistol. It's this.
if Jabba likes it, should we be scared of it?
You hear chanting down the hallway in Abyssal and clacking as I'm shaking my bone rattles.
They're speaking jibber jabber again.
They do that every 10 minutes.
I mean, yes, but Java can be a little bit extreme.
I like Jabba. They crazy.
Boom Boom
Oh,
thinks
yes.
you overreact.
But I haven't heard of I've heard of Baba Goose, however it's pronounced, except from Java.
Jabba also isn't from, this place, and also isn't a goblin that looks like a normal goblin.
Good
They're
point.
very strange. Most goblins don't have tails and are covered in fur.
That's a good point.
They're not even scared of horses. Those
No,
demons.
Yeah.
not scared of horses too. It's a big thing.
Yeah.
Tut, you wash down Crow with weird water. It tastes fine.
All right. The only thing
It's
that
just
worries me.
bathe, and I'm like splashing around at you guys.
Does
See,
Jabba
Jabba
look
not
like-
dead yet. Must be fine.
Does Jabba look like this is what does this look like? This place look like to
I'll do the description again then. So the tunnel
No,
widens.
okay.
The tunnel widens into what appears to be once have been a small shrine. To the northeast, steps lead up to a platform of grey stone. Sitting atop the platform is an ancient altar. Little more than a jagged block of black marble with a shallow concavity on top of it. This is a basin of what appears to be filthy water. And the basin looks like it's half empty now.
Does this look like a? Oh, sorry, I was asking. Like, would Jank think this is a holy place? Just trying to wonder.
It looks like a shrine. It certainly looks like a shrine. It's maybe a bit neat for a goblin holy place.
Yeah.
And druid version of a holy place is probably very different from a non-druid.
Yeah.
Like a goblin druid would also probably think the junk bay would be a holy place because it's full of junk. So it's hard to say.
This place needs more junk.
I
And
agree. We need to bring things close. We need to bring our junk over to this place. We need to make this entire thing our base. It has toilets and everything.
yeah, you're swimming it.
All right, now you too. I start splashing at you.
Hey, buddy.
Drink from it. Drink.
Is this a Baba Gugon thing?
Yes, it'll empower you. You will become stronger. And I give some to Bitey. You will be the strongest.
Watch out, buddy. I don't know about this.
Well,
Need to
there's,
make a raccoon garden here.
mechanically speaking, you've taken half by having two people drink. Half is gone. There's enough for two more.
Mostly
I'm
because
absolutely giving it to Bitey.
Baba Gugon.
They're like a handful.
He's like worried about all this.
It's your call.
Will it? What if it hurts my voice?
It's
Boom
water.
Boom
How would
already
water hurt your
drank.
voice?
Boom Boom already drank, and Boom Boom sound beautiful.
Listen, if anything, you'll get a more bassitone and projecting voice. And I start singing very loudly and echoing through the halls. Hear that reverberation in my ears?
Well, if you think it will make me a better bard and singer and more likely to get shinies, I'll drink it.
Yes. Yes.
So is that a yes?
They give you a handful.
Yeah.
He's a
I
bit
drink it.
scared.
Yep. So, anyone else? There's one. There's enough for one more person,
No, Jank's scared.
or animal.
Oh, I could feed it to Fang. Why not?
Okay. So you feed it to Fang.
Thirsty too.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
Ah, what a shame. Let's get out of here.
And
Really
there is
quick.
a double door in front of you.
We'll be
Oh,
back.
I will attempt to listen through it.
listen fast.
You hear a gentle splashing
Water.
of water.
More water on other side.
All right, let's go.
And I'll try to open it.
Yeah, you feel Jank pushing on you. Let's go. For no reason at all. Let's go.
You open the
Chad was
door.
trying to go forward, but they're just running into the wall. Where's the door?
Hey,
Is it not
what
open
are you
yet?
doing?
Oh right.
Hold on.
Boom Boom will get Jabba snatched back on the back of Fang and then try to open the door.
Okay. And so, just moving rooms here, so I just got to make sure I'm where I need to be. Okay, when we open the door. That works. There we go. So this huge room looks like nothing more than an immense underground cathedral. Stone doors stand on either side of the main entrance. But beyond this, the walls are carved with strange spiky runes. In the center of the room is a large pool with a ring of polished human skulls balanced on stone spikes, arranged in a circle around the deeper midsection. In the far end of the room, there are stairs that go up to a raised platform, and I'm not really going to say what's up there because you can't see.
Another toilet? Is this another toilet? Looks like a toilet.
I smell it. Does it smell like a toilet?
We can change that.
So perception,
Yes, I'm sniffing the air.
you're sniffing the air. You can smell that there's something else in the room.
I smell something.
And as
Pardon
you,
me.
What you mean like something alive or another one of Mr. Bitey's
I
presents?
point in the direction I'm smelling it.
it's hard to point out, and like it's like it's in front of you, as in further into the room, but it's also not at ground level. Like it's not just coming from front there, but maybe up or somewhere here in front and up. And as you say, I smell something or someone. You hear a voice booming across the room, a female, haggard voice of terror, and the voice says, "How dare you enter my throne room? How dare you enter my catacombs? Be gone with you, or face my wrath." And one of you just sees a drop of blood fall from out of nowhere and land and just splatter into the pool. And the pool starts rippling and moving and convulsing. And
we accidentally go to important room. We turn around.
Jabbersnatch casts cause fear immediately when they smell the blood and just screech for battle. We must defeat this usurper, challenging them so they can claim this place is ours.
I thought this was a toilet. Let us go.
It's not. Clearly, it is the bloodbath.
It's kind of like
I will be able to summon more, stronger, powerful creatures through it by defeating this one.
I've got to get... I'm on the layer. There we go. So just got to manage someone else's sheet, so just bear with me. I've also got to do a saving throw, apparently. and I'm because you said immediately, then I'm going to go, yes, okay, you'd immediately do that, sure. Okay. And what's the saving throw? It's a DC 12 will save. It's failable. And what's it against? It's against fear, mind affecting. Okay. There we go. So fear, mind affecting. Shit! That was a 19. It rolled. It rolled.
This is Jabbersnatch's domain now. They are the priest of this temple.
Damn. But how long does that last? It lasts for D4 rounds. Oh my.
Does it affect everyone?
No, it's one person. One
Oh,
target.
good.
And one living creature. Oh wait, of 5 hit dice or lower. No, you're
If it
right.
has 6 or more, it's
You're right.
1 round of shaken.
You're right.
Oh no, it's immune to the effect. My bad, I misread it.
So yeah, you feel that you've got some success there, and you hear a scream. It's less in size and volume than it was, and I'll put an initiative up there as well because that goes as well. Oh really?
That's the second time it's rolled off of a high number too. Just
Clearly, drinking that water was a good thing and we've been blessed.
Oh man,
We are here to destroy this creature.
that's okay. I've got more fun things. Let's do the other creature then,
Oh no.
because the other creature comes in at this initiative. So, oh, still crap though. But you don't know where it is. Shit, what horrible rolls! Okay, that's okay. As the GM, I've got payback. I know what you drank.
Oh no.
that's fine. I had to fail a wisdom save to drink it for a reason.
Yeah, I didn't know if you knew what it was, but you may. It's not a common thing.
Out of character, I have an idea, and I don't like it. In character, I am going completely ignorant, so...
And in character, you like it? Cool.
In character, clearly, it was a good thing, as just look at all of our success right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
I'm going to roll the D4 rounds as a GM roll, so you guys don't know how long it lasts, by the way.
let's
Just
see. I have to... So, 15...
okay.
30. So I can move up to there.
Yep.
Okay, so I will do that. And bring in Java Snatch along for the ride.
Yep.
Nice.
The Java Snatch, you're now one stair behind, or essentially on. And I can tell you what's up the top then. Cool. And we'll go to the top here. So the palace home strolls. At the far end of the room, a pair of stairways lead up to a pulpit, which stands on the second pool, this one triangular and filled with churning, bubbling water that looks almost translucent lava. Yet wisps of what look like heat and steam arise from this strange orange liquid. The room itself is deathly cold. I probably should mention the deathly cold, but yes. So that's where you end up. Any actions?
If I can't see anyone, then I'm just gonna have Fang walk over here to get a vantage point on the whole room, because I assume I can see over this balcony, but the shadow is not letting me. So.
Yep. I'll see if I can get with the.
Now no one is safe from being shot.
You can go to put it to GM layer. That should remove it.
Yeah,
Yep.
that works.
Okay. So it's only Fang can't see, but you're just having to look over it. This is meant for humans, so you can only just see over. Jabbersnatch, you're up the top. Again, you can only. Well, I was going to say you can also just see it, but you can't.
Can't see anything. Don't worry, right now they are singing in abyssal, some weird, warbly chanting sounds as they cast guidance on Boom Boom and then take out the whip and just start swinging it around, waiting to hit something.
Okay.
Nothing to hit yet.
Well, nothing you can see.
There will be. Just smacking around.
Okay. Screech, what would you like to do?
Well, sing time.
I was hoping it was something different because now you're here, but it actually makes sense right now.
Kind of have to.
We are in a cathedral, so we are booming and echoey.
And when you sing it, actually comes up really, really like it's perfect acoustics in here. Do you think the only better acoustics could be if you were standing where Jabbersnatch is? Because right that end of the cathedral, that would be where the sound would be the best.
Fear us! We drank some stuff that Jabba says will help us.
And then you just hear
Oh,
Jabba Snatch screeching in like death metal.
Oh, can I ready an action to shoot the first hostile entity that appears?
No, you've already passed.
But-
You've already
All
passed. Mr. Bitey has his own initiative now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had him clicked.
That's okay. Mr. Bitey and you, because
We're the
Mr. Bitey has rank, you don't.
Yeah. This
Yeah,
is
Mr. Bitey's name comes first in the drop down now.
Mhm.
So Jank will get closer to Red because Red is protection.
Red makes things explode, so things don't approach him.
Yeah. And he's just worried about this place because he's scared of Babagugon. So, and Bitey will stand by him and he will sniff the air trying to smell. Bitey, you smell anything? Anything hiding in here? Where's this talky demon lady?
Well, do you want to do a roll for that? Yeah, as I said, it starts off. The initial one was like this booming voice, but as soon as the fear went off, that was not the voice that you heard, and a 14's not enough. No.
Hey, you smelling your farts? What are you doing?
I'm hearing that wee. Yeah, it's pretty bad, isn't it? So Red's not next because we have the other initiative. As a sin spawn emerges from the water and immediately attacks Mr. Bitey.
Maybe.
It seems to form out of the water itself, as in the blood must have energized the water, and the sin spawn forms up and just walks confidently out of the water and attacks Mr. Bitey. With everything, because in this case it's just emerging there instead of moving. Well, it's 5 foot step anyway. Yeah. So bite, claw. Another one.
Claw hits.
Another one.
It bites its own tongue.
But yeah, that's two. Only one claw hits for 3 points of damage. It's very disappointing. It's very tanky.
What is that? It's the hand mouth thing again. Ah!
That's okay. I should have attacked his owner.
Yeah, that would have been me down.
Yeah, I know. Red, what do you want Red to do? Anything?
Stab it.
Red, kill it! Go all crazy.
It's too close to Mr. Bitey to throw a bomb on.
Yes.
So stabbity stab with that spear that he got. Or has.
He has a spear. He didn't take the spear though.
Drink
There was
your
another
crazy
spear he
juice.
didn't take. Crazy juice is a whole round. Do you want him to drink crazy juice?
No, this
Yes, we are in the temple of Baba Gugan.
is Jake panicking.
I also don't know where the modifications go if he does drink it, so I don't know where that goes. So I can do it.
I'll look it
He's
up
got
for you
them.
real quick.
He does have them.
Do you want to run Amari?
What now?
I think it was, do you want to run him?
Sure, why not? Yeah, let me look up the mutagen real quick. I
It's not
believe
my call,
it's a plus
but, yeah.
4 to strength. Mutagen. It's a plus 4 to strength, plus 2 natural armor, and minus 2 to, I assume, is intelligence. Yeah, it's his intelligence.
One of those didn't come through. Why didn't that come through? So he'll drink his mutagen.
Yeah.
And there's more screaming going about the room. And it seems to be moving about the room, the screaming.
Jabba Snatch is happy, thinking that they're doing so much damage to this thing as it's screaming.
Mm-hmm.
Well, can't really kick Java Snatch off, so Java Snatch is coming with me again.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna move here so I can get a closer angle on the Sin Spawn. Because now I am, 20 feet away. Now I can shoot its touch AC.
And yep, got so much.
Or another nat 1 can happen. That's also a thing.
You also have a +1 for guidance.
Well, it's still a nat
guess
1
it
on a
is.
d20.
Yeah. It's because you didn't believe hard enough.
I need to believe.
Which, theoretically, would be, I would actually get a 11 versus touch on a nat 1.
Nope. But goddamn, you almost got it. It's a 12. So even for that one, you
So you need
almost
to roll a
hit.
2.
Yeah.
You roll a 2.
I did
Yeah,
roll
that was-
initiative. I've got to try to find where I rolled the initiative because it didn't come through, but
You rolled a 9 for Illyrium.
no. So
Or a
Illyrium
5.
got
Sorry,
5.
you rolled a 5.
Yeah. So it just didn't come through. That's all. Afterward.
Is that kitten spawn part of the Syrinscape, or is that someone's like real life kittens?
No, that's
I'm
Syrinscape.
getting okay. I was very confused why I kept hearing kittens meowing.
The kittens to eat.
It's actually Illyrium.
That's what they sound like. That's not a scream. That's a mew.
Is it a kitten boss?
You haven't seen it yet. Aha.
An evil kitten.
So Boom Boom moves down,
and
does
I'm
a
just
shot,
gonna-
misses.
And I take as my move or as my free action, I just point Java Snatch in the direction of the sin spawn. I'm like, and I point their arm directly towards it. There's stairs, and then that way.
Okay, so there's also water. That could be interesting. Jabba Snatch. It's very shallow at the edge.
Which I just leap forward and just swing my whip around.
So you leaping off
I
and
don't know how
forward?
far I
Actually-
can jump.
Funny enough,
About there.
from right there, you can only hit. Hopefully not me, because I pointed you in the correct direction. So really, there's only Mr. Bitey and the sin spawn to worry about between.
Oh, believe me, you're in that radius.
They can hit me.
Do your whips.
They can hit me.
Alright.
Sorry. Oh wow.
And I will roll a d3. Because those are the things that I can see.
Yep.
Oh gosh.
Okay, I hit Bitey.
Luckily.
For 1 point of damage if I hit.
What was your attack was 11? You
Yeah.
don't hit Bitey, but you also don't hit something else. Which is in the radius. It wasn't a D3, it was a D4. I rolled
Oh,
it.
okay. Cool.
So I rolled a D4 because there's something else in that area of effect.
Okay.
Oh my god. Is there anything else you want to do? Like,
That is all, because it's a standard action to attack, right? Yeah,
Yep.
that's all I can do.
Yeah.
All my stuff is standard actions. I can only do one action.
cool. Screech.
I scream loudly.
I can do that too.
Well,
Makes sense.
I think I will cast.
Do you have Fairy Fire as a spell?
No.
Damn, that would be really useful right now.
Yep. Sorry, but I will cast this at that one thing.
Oh, now we can have 2 blind creatures.
Oh, flare, nice. Fortitude, DC 12, all blinded. Nice.
That's cool. I have no useful spells.
Fort.
Okay,
Here.
everyone just back off, and we can let the Sin Spawn and Jabba
Dang
attempt
it.
to fight each other.
Yes.
Boo.
Aw,
Dang it.
Any
that would
movement?
have been funny watching the
Oh
two.
no, you don't do that. You move, then you cast. Gotta get out of the habit. You move, then cast, or move, then act.
Okay. Well, I'm good and just maintaining my song like normal.
Yep. And hey, your song almost got the shot to actually work, even on a fumble. Like it was one off. Mr. Bitey and Jank Dogbite.
Jank will move into the hallway a bit and let Bitey do his thing. Bitey!
Does
Rip
Jank
it.
happen to have Fairy Fire as a spell?
What was that, sorry?
Do you have Fairy Fire on your spell list?
No.
Wow. That's a critical.
No.
Our second critical of the campaign.
Ooh.
Woohoo. So he's got a good latch on this thing, probably on his face hand.
But you also you also walked away. Does that mean I get an attack of opportunity?
No, he did a 5 foot.
Damn.
Yeah, a 5-foot step doesn't.
Damn. I was really wanting for that. 20's also hit, so that's another 3.
15.
And another 3.
Does it add to the damage? It does, doesn't it?
Oh, sorry. And another 3 because all 3 hits. That's... Yeah, you just did 12 points of damage there.
Wow.
Nice.
And 3 of that was from Ursa.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. This is what your spell's been doing. The barbaric spell's been doing.
Yay!
Look at the maze.
Yeah. This Sin Spawn. Their next. I do have to. I'll see if I can click on the thing again and get that working and do initiative, just to put it in the order because I know where it is. I'm not changing the initiative. It's going to be 5 because it sucks. There you go. But now it's at least in the order. Cool. So the Sin Spawn attacks Mr. Barty. Strangely, the group's tank, second in command. Bite, 2 claws. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. What's Red doing? Red's now mutagened up.
Yes, Red will now take a step forward and attempt to stab this thing.
Okay. So mutagened up, he now gets plus something to attack with his
Plus
ball
2.
spear.
Red swole now.
And that's a miss. That's a horrible miss. It was a 2. It was a 2.
Oh,
Okay.
you tried.
So trying to get this. No, it's the wrong one. I did the wrong one. It was there. There. Yeah. So, can I get a perception from Jank, please?
Okay. Perception. Cool.
Okay.
Alright.
You feel air moving past you.
Ooh. Like into the altar room.
Yep.
Does Jank know there's an invisible person in here?
I don't know.
I think Jenk can hear screaming around the room and knows that there's only one person in, or one enemy.
You also
Oh
hear
my.
casting behind you.
I don't know if you meant to make those visible or not.
No, I meant to make them visible.
Okay.
That's what I exactly meant.
Well, goodbye, Jenk. It was nice knowing you.
So what have we
something
got?
went
One on
past.
Jank. Where are we? Where's my attack? Hooves!
Horses, demons.
Both miss for the first one. Oh, sorry, and... Should be there. Layer token there. So Jank can see, and I'll give Jank the vision and the handout. This little creature. Jank can see this tiny little closet with horns and bat wings and a fierce looking dagger, and it's snarling and it casts, and suddenly these horses erupt around Jank.
Got it. I hate closets and methods.
This
love
this
them.
little mini demonic thing. It's here.
Yep.
It's summoned these big demons with hooves.
They're less big than you think, but they've still got hooves.
Yeah.
So second attack, again on Jank. Still miss.
A 0. Both them miss.
I know. And 2 more. Come on, hit. No!
Wow.
They've got a -3. I think they can only hit him on a 19 or 20.
I know, it's really annoying.
This is great.
Really, really annoying.
Demons are dopey.
Okay. And Boom Boom. There's now horses in the room.
Okay, so I will. No, that's a bad idea. Actually, I am just gonna take another shot at the sin spawn. Wait, actually, could I do that? Let's see. 30. I guess like. Okay, I'm gonna risk it because they have very low chance of hitting either of us with a -3. I'm gonna ride by right here, and I'm gonna ride through allied squares to do this. I'm gonna ride over where red is standing, grab Jank on the way, and like ride by to pull him out of the middle of there.
I don't think. I know you can go through allied squares, but you're also acting in allied squares and threatened squares. So I'm gonna say. Like,
Oh no, I take attack of opportunities. There's no way to get out of that.
Yeah, but they're going to get bonuses to that attack of opportunity because you're not just riding through the squares, you're acting and pulling someone from behind them. They're blocking that attack. They're blocking that pull.
In that case,
Kind
if you're
of.
gonna, in that case, it would be a -2 to my
Yeah.
AC for squeezing rules.
Yeah.
If you want to do that.
Yeah, if there's something there, then yeah.
Okay, so my AC is so that brings my AC down to a 19. I'm still not very worried, but
Yeah,
well,
it's still
or
going to be
18,
criticals.
sorry. Yeah.
Still going to be criticals. 1, 2. And a strength check to pull Jank.
Okay.
Or, so, what's the name? Okay. Yep.
Yay! I got a 10. That's hopefully enough to pull a goblin. He's not very big.
And you pull him out. Just.
Oh, wow. That was cool.
Could you put him like behind Screech, like over here?
Yep.
That would be where I dropped him
Hey.
off.
Yep.
Boom Boom. When you're ready, shoot that little demony thing in the altar room. In the bird.
Hey, I have a clear line of sight to that now.
For the moment.
Am I able to see it?
Yeah, you can see. But you just done your actions.
Okay. You said that Jank could see it, so I wanted to make sure it wasn't like wanted to make sure it wasn't only appearing to him.
Oh no, everyone could see it if they had a line of sight, but no one had a line of sight except for Jank and Boom Boom. Also, Jank and Red, and Red's not here. So I was just pointing out to really. Jabber Snatch.
Alright, well,
Oh, sorry, yep.
yeah, that was my entire thing.
Okay, cool. Jabber Snatch.
Oh no, that was my entire thing. I was just saying it.
Jabbersnatch is going to attempt to move closer with their hand out as they're chanting in Abyssal again, casting a spell.
Is Jabba gonna use a hostile spell on an enemy for the first time?
I don't have any hostile spells. None of my things do damage except for inflict wounds, but I didn't have that prepared
No.
and I didn't have the spells.
By hostile, I mean things like your chaos, corruption, and your cause fear and all that. You always put them on allies.
Whoops. all
you
things
haven't actually.
will be sacrificed.
You haven't
to take
used
out
one
the
on an.
god.
You haven't used one on an enemy yet.
They are chaos.
To move forward, can I use a D3 to walk in the general direction
Yeah.
of the sounds I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Okay.
The combat's
So I
pretty
figure out
general.
which. Okay.
Yeah.
I just need to be within range to touch.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Which one are you? Okay.
I'm touching whatever's in front of me.
Yep.
I just needed to figure out which space I was standing in.
And you're not injured?
No.
No? Okay.
Jabba
So
is
you
the only
walk-
one in the party
you-
who's
you-
uninjured.
You
Yeah.
step a little bit into the water, and it's only a few inches deep where you step, and there's a little bit of a splash underneath you, under one foot. The other foot's on the solid ground.
Okay. Whatever's in front of me and I touch it, I cast a touch of chaos, and now it has basically disadvantage.
Oh,
Does 17 hit it?
17 hits it.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
So it attacks twice, and then takes the worst. Is that off one, or is that all around?
For
The next round,
next
anytime.
round.
Whole round, and
Yeah.
it has 3
rolls
attacks.
a d20, misroll twice to take a less favorable result. So it has disadvantage until his next
Nice.
turn, or until
Nice.
my next turn.
It's cool.
Screech.
It's nice when I can get close enough to touch things.
Well,
Body is relief.
first, well, I kind of wanted to move. Can I move through them?
You move through
You can't
who?
move through enemy squares. You can only move through allied squares, though.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the moving away was the idea.
Oh.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Like, no, I'm not getting closer to that. No.
Screech is like, I only need to be within 60 feet for my abilities to work, so I'm going to be a 55.
Yeah.
And that's also
Yeah,
including
basically-
Jabba Snatch as an enemy.
And I guess I'll just try flare again on that thing.
Blade and fort 12. Where's my fort? Fails.
Yeah.
Another no one.
So many. So many. So disadvantage plus -4 and everything else, and yeah, I don't think he's going to be doing much damage. Mr.
This
Party.
poor sin spawn.
Hear me! I am Screech, the greatest bard to ever live!
Reach the best singer.
And maintain song, of course.
Yes. Mr. Barty and Jank Dogbite.
Right. Buddy's gonna. He's locked jawed onto this thing's face, and he's just gonna go ham. Rah.
Oh, actually, you know,
It's
never mind.
so yep, that's a hit. And a miss.
Are you sure it's blind? It takes penalties.
Oh, it does. That's a hit.
Guessing even a
So the second one actually hits with the penalties and kills it,
oh no.
just because it can't see. Well done.
Don't eat that thing. It looks gross.
Is he eating it?
No. That was
Oh.
Jank telling it not to eat.
What's Jank doing then? Now that you're away from the battle,
Yep.
moving further away.
He's cheering everyone on from up here. You can do it, guys.
It's like, who can get further away from the battle between Screech and Jank? Yep. So the Sin Spawn is dead.
Yay.
What would you like Red to do? He's got 2 horses. Kill them?
Well,
Take-
Red is gonna take a 5-foot step over here.
Yep.
and he's gonna try to. Does he have any bombs left? Wait, he would hit himself. Actually, never mind. He's just gonna stab that one because he can't get far enough away to use a bomb.
Okay, so he takes the 5-foot step. Where's my red? I'm gonna do a reflex save here for no reason at all.
Just rolling.
Just rolling for no reason at all.
Absolutely no reason.
Yep. Okay. Cool. And then he does an attack on the one horsey that he can reach with the boar spear. Oh wait. Oh, he's got a horse chopper. Damn. Same thing. Misses.
Bugger.
Yeah. And so to here, and another spell is cast.
Oh no, that's a big horse.
Wow.
Oh.
It's a giant demon.
Oh
Yeah.
dear.
The others were ponies. These are actually horses.
Yeah, but there's one good thing. Large creatures have very poor touch AC.
There you go. And the others come
Usually.
down. So 2 attacks on Mr. Barty, 2 attacks on Red, and then we'll do the proper full horse on Jabbersnatch.
Uh-oh.
That's not good.
So
Jab is about to get trampled.
first one on Mr. Barty, 2 attacks. I think one
Oof.
might hit.
The second one will hit.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! So 2 bludgeoning on Mr. Barty. Then we'll do 4, 1, 2 on Red, and then we'll do another 2 on Red. They both miss. And I think 1 hits for 3. And then the actual full horse.
Yikes.
So, just for comparison, there's the full horse in all its glory. It doesn't have the barding, but it's a full-size menacing demon.
You know, I already think horses look like demons in real life, so it's not really hard for me to roleplay this.
No, they don't. They're really nice.
They have giant empty glass eyes that just stare at you, and
Oh.
wooden teeth that will bite through anything.
No, they're pretty eyes.
There you go. So the 2 hooves. Oh, that's set for DM for some reason. The first one hits 10. Is that 10 AC? Is that yes? You're muted.
Oh no.
I think Jabba's AC is a 9, so...
Nick, you're still muted. On. Yep.
It's 10.
Okay, so the first one
Oh,
hits for
well-
4 damage.
Oh no.
The second
dear.
one, you're not gonna like this though.
Okay.
Hits for a critical.
Oh dear.
Confirmed that
It was
critical
nice knowing you.
for 11 damage.
Oh.
Oh no.
Yeah, the 11 damage is how much I have, so I'm out.
Yep.
I die.
At negative... No, you're at -4. You're not dead. You don't die until you're at -10.
Yep. So you're -4.
Slaying our friend.
So yeah, it's 0.
This is
trying
what
to write
happens
-4
when
and
you
it just
don't
keeps
fear
subtracting.
horses,
Yeah, I know.
The demons.
I've gone through that as well because we're used to just negative going down to and the big demon comes in and just tramples poor Jabbersnatch, and his blood spills into the pond.
No, not Jabba.
And we'll find out what happens with that one next round.
They're the craziest.
Boom boom.
All right. Well, let me just measure this real quick because I probably have to get close. Nope, it is just within range. I'm gonna take a shot at it, and hopefully, hit this time.
I also mentioned that the pool is starting to bubble. Now the blood is coming into it.
Murder it.
I hit 11 versus touch AC.
Maybe
It's a very large thing.
12,
so its touch
'cause
AC
the
is
song.
probably low.
12 because of the
Oh wait,
song.
it's a 13. I'm sorry. I got guide. Oh wait, I used guidance.
You've
It's
used
a 12
guidance.
because of Inspire Courage.
So you do hit.
What now?
Yay.
Max
Fine.
damage.
8 points of damage is pretty good.
9 with the song.
Yeah.
9 with the song, yep.
Oh yeah, 9.
Breach.
And you should be able to see the bar. Yep. So you can see how much of that took off the bar.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I was just looking at something.
Jabba Snatch, you can attempt to make a DC 19 Fortitude save to stabilize. It goes up by it starts at DC 15 and goes up by 1 for every negative hit point. So
Okay.
it's very difficult to do on your own, but it is possible.
A 6 is not going to get DC 19 though.
No.
No. Screech.
Screech, can you heal?
Yeah, I just would. Okay, so cure wounds, cure light wounds is I don't have to touch them. It's a
No, it's 30-foot
Okay.
range.
okay. So yeah, I'm using cure wounds on Java.
So
Oh
cure
wait, yours
wounds
might be touch range if it says touch.
does
I
say
don't know.
touch.
Oh damn.
Yeah,
Creature touched.
let me check real quick because there's different classes seem to have different ranges on it. So
Well,
I'm
it
gonna check.
did say it did mention like a range, so I wasn't sure.
Cure Light
like-
Wounds is ranged, or at least it has a different version that is ranged, and it has a different version that isn't. So
Yeah, like
I'm gonna
there's
leave it
a-
up to the GM.
Like it does say an area 20-foot radius spread or something like that. I don't know.
Because I'm
It's-
feeling nice and I know what's coming, I'll let you do it this time. We'll look it up later.
Okay. So
As a hint, there's more coming.
How much do they get back though?
You don't need to make a concentration check unless you've taken damage.
okay, I just let's see. What do I roll?
So you need to get within
1d8 plus
20,
your level.
and we're saying 20
One-
feet range. 1d8 plus 2.
1,
So you need to be at least here.
2,
No, take a 5-foot step forward.
Oh, okay.
Screech.
1d8.
Other way, right here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alrighty. 1d8 plus.
So Screech hops over the railing and starts playing some very uplifting music.
What is it? Oh, it's slash R.
Stairway to heaven.
20. It's been a while since I've actually had to.
Manually rolled. You've got the roll
Yeah.
at the top left.
Hey, you're
It's
at 0.
fake.
You're stabilized.
Yay!
And you're no longer bleeding into the pool.
Did they stop bleeding? Yay!
So 2 good things.
What if I want to bleed in the pool so I can summon a monster at my will?
Well, you'll see what happens when you bleed into the pool shortly.
Yeah, I don't think it was a good thing, but
It's a mix.
it's a thing.
It's a
That's gonna
thing.
happen.
Now they would have wanted
Yeah,
to go
the
out.
fact that it is a thing makes it more fun. When the GM says, "Yeah, I'll be nice because I know what's happening," and makes it kind of there is a thing. Yes. Mr. Bidey and Jank, how are you going? What are you up to?
Okay. So Bidey's going to deal with the immediate threat.
I will point out that you've got the D6 as well from last week still.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Add it to damage when you hit.
Can't.
Gosh.
Not on a nat one, though.
Don't want to use it on the nat one, no. One's going to miss. That's going to hit for 2 points of damage. And 4 points of damage, sorry. So you've taken his health bar down to about half in one round, which is pretty impressive. What's Bidey doing except for running away?
Jank, yeah, he's out. He's out of spells. So.
Oh, is he? That's unfortunate.
Yeah. So all he can do is.
Don't you have a crossbow?
No.
I could have sworn we got you some sort of ranged weapon.
No, he is.
Well, we need to rectify that. Wait, I have a short bow I can give you.
Not right now, because there's a bit of a separation there.
Yeah, not right now, but afterward I need to give you this bow, because you need something to do.
Wait, wasn't Red making an armory? I think he was.
Yeah, that's back at the cave, I think.
Mm-hmm, yep.
Yeah, so Jank's just gonna cheer on the team. Go team! Yes! Kill those demons! I'll be over here, supervising.
Go local sports team, yay. Go sports. Red, more attacks?
Red, he has bombs left, right?
Yes.
Okay, he's going to take a 5-foot step here, and he's going to throw a bomb on this one.
Yep.
And because that can hit all 3 of them with the splash.
Just going to see where he has the bombs and how many he's got, for these ones that he's got. Pretty sure he does, though. He's done heaps of spittle, disguise. It doesn't tell me where he...
Here, give me a second. I'll just look it up real quick. He's level 2, so he has bombs. Class level plus intelligence modifier, so he has 5 bombs a day. I think he's used 2 of them.
He's used at least 2, yes.
Yeah.
I just can't see on his sheet where he's got them or where he's put them down. Bomb, here we go. So he's got 5 ammo and he's used 2. There we go. So it's a hit for 8 points of damage on all of them? No.
Wow.
No, on the main one, and then it does 2 points of splash damage on all of them. So it does 10 to the main one and then 2 to the other 2.
Nice.
That's a big change. Yeah, that makes a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
But so does this. As the bloods, as the fountains burbling and bubbling with the new blood that's come out, emerges on the other side of the fountain with another sin spawn.
Well, that's not good.
And I'll get another initiative for that for next round. Unless it's super low, then it will act from here. No, of course it acts high. And of course I didn't click on it.
Bonus? It actually goes before Jabba Snatch.
It does.
Yeah. When two creatures tie, the one with the higher bonus to initiative goes first.
I'm the old school GM. I pick,
Oh, okay.
and I'm mean, generally speaking. Just rolling again, just to. Well, it kind of works that way anyway. Yeah, that kind of works because it was going to be 24 but higher. So it's going to act next round at that, and but it's still Illyrium's turn, and Illyrium saying, "I know what you fear. You tried to scare me, but I know you fear horses and dogs." And she summons another spell. Have a guess what it is.
I don't want to.
No.
No? It's doggies!
Nice of you to bring snacks.
She also says, stop using up the well. That is for my uses only.
You
Toss
mean
Jabba
our
Snatch.
toilet?
As the horse trots across through the well, splashing water everywhere. And the others start moving in.
What is this thing over here? I think
That's
I
a
missed
dog.
something.
That's
Oh, a dog. Okay.
Dirty.
Its token is not very dog looking.
I know.
This small.
Then zoom in. Yeah, I know the dogs. It's not really great. I mean, it is. It's really a good picture, but when it's on a token, it
Very
doesn't
good boy.
really come across really well. So yeah, she's cast another spell, and she's summoned dogs. Mind you haven't even heard her yet. Just as a hint. But then again, she's kind of got the upper hand here. So 2 attacks on red, on the ponies, 1 pony on Barty. So we'll do red first for the ponies. And they are ponies, the little horses. I think both miss. Yep. 1 on attack on Mr. Barty with the pony. Oh, sorry, 2 attacks on... So, 1 more attack on red. And then 2 attacks on Mr. Barty. There we go. 2 on Barty. We have lots of dice flying and 1 hit for 3 points of damage.
Yeah. Yep. That'll hit.
And we then have the dog.
The dog gets to go. I thought it had to wait around. Usually summoned creatures act on the round after they're summoned, or whatever. Like it takes a round to summon them. Never mind.
She could have been summoning it last round.
Yeah, that was my thought too.
Just like she's been
I just
doing for all
realized
the
that.
other stuff.
Yeah. Well, that sucks.
Yep.
Too
It's
many
only-
things.
On the upside, it's only 1 attack. It's just on the upside. On the downside, it actually has a +2 attack. And the horse on Screech.
Eats me.
So it moves, so it only gets 1 attack. It's set to GM, but it misses.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if I can take that off GM layer.
Dumb big demon.
And that's her go.
Okay, so this is gonna provoke 2 attacks of opportunity, unfortunately. But, okay, so I'm gonna have Fang move up here. Then, as Boom Boom's move action, I'm gonna take the bow and arrows out of my pack. As a free action, I'm gonna drop them in front of Jank. And then as an attack, I'm gonna shoot the horse. I will not get to reload
Okay,
until
so
next round.
let's get those attacks of opportunity. One from One from the sin spawn, one for the pony. Pony first.
Yes.
Again, we're not going to probably be able to hit. Not
That
on the
does
7,
not.
that's for sure. And sin spawn tries to bite as you go past, which I don't think is going to hit. Again, misses. Jank, you now have a bow and arrows.
And,
Alright.
yeah, you have 20 arrows. Okay.
Handful
and
of
then,
arrows.
And then I will go ahead and shoot the horse for 3 damage. Wow.
Oh, that's horrible. Like, great shot, just not enough damage.
Jink, give me the D6.
Short bow?
It's not for damage. It's for hits,
Oh,
for
yeah.
saves, for skills, not for damage. Otherwise, I'd be using D20 for damage. You don't want that.
Uses a D. With your luck, you'd use a D20 for damage and roll a 1.
Or I'd finally get a D20 and have to roll it, have to use it to do, to evade people, to not get attacks of opportunity, which I had to do. No, just a save. Yeah. Any other movements, or I think you've done everything. In all your
I have
bits?
done
Yeah.
everything possible. I've used every single possible action.
All the actions.
All the things, everything's. Attack on this on red. Red's getting surrounded here.
Yeah, no, Red's I have a bad feeling about Red, Mr. Bitey, and Java Snatch.
So they're set to GM layer for
Unless-
some reason.
Unless they keep doing that.
Oh no, it's not set to GM layer. So miss, and 1 hit for 5.
That one hurt.
That's a big one. Java Snatch, you're unconscious but not bleeding.
So I am sleeping.
You're sleeping.
No, you can.
Oh, you
you
can-
can regain consciousness when you get 1 hit point, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, until then, you're unconscious.
That's why I'm sleeping.
But on the upside,
Does this
you're
count
not-
as a short rest?
Not a thing in Pathfinder, unfortunately.
No. Screech.
I feel like Jabba Snatch is catching up on a lot of sleep right now. And like all the other times in combat. They are very well rested.
Heal Java, unless them attack. They have like a 7 out of 8 to hit an enemy this time.
You've got a very big but very wounded horse right next to you.
Yeah.
Or stab the horse. One of
I
the
don't
other.
do a lot of damage.
Oh yeah, you
The
have a
horse
negative 2
does.
strength. Never mind. Don't.
Yeah.
Don't.
Good.
I would recommend possibly moving up the stairs because the horse is too big to follow.
Yeah. Also, just thinking about healing Java.
If you move to the top of this pedestal right here, you'll be just within range. Utilize the acoustics.
Yeah, I could say that. I'll give you an extra 5 foot for the acoustics.
Okay, so I'll be using Cure Light Wounds on them.
So it's-
D8 plus 2.
Oh, nice.
Yes, that's nice.
there you go. All you done for you, Nick?
Java
Java's up!
Snatch lives!
Lives!
Jabba Snatch opens their eyes and sees a sign, their blood going into the pool.
They don't see anything.
Feels the sign.
They feel water and they feel some warmth in water. And they had a vision with their blind eye.
Mr. Bitey is getting, he's still in a bad way.
Right. I'll start with Bitey. We're gonna kill this demon please. Yes. 2
That's
damage.
2 points of damage on the
Which
horse.
demon? The horse?
Or pony.
Yes.
The pony.
Yeah, the bigger.
Yeah, it's still alive. Not enough. You need more.
Oh gosh.
2 more.
I'll
need
nickel
more?
and dime him to death.
I'm just hoping you miss.
Finally.
Yeah, dead.
4 damage. Yes. And he'll lick his chops and look at the snack.
I believe that's a summon. It disappears as soon as it dies.
It does.
Boo. Alright, and I'll try this bow thing.
Although the sin spawn didn't disappear.
Yeah. Apparently that was just sleeping there in the pool.
The pool is only millimeters, like, it's only inches deep at the edge. And even in the center, it's only maybe a foot deep. Maybe 2
They are
foot.
very thin.
And it's crystal,
So 3
crystal
damage
clear.
on the horse.
Yeah, on the big demon.
Well done.
Slew that demon. He'll puff out his little chest.
Finally, I think that's the first combat damage you've done.
Yeah.
In 6 episodes!
You might have noticed he pretty much actively.
6 episodes, the first combat damage! Hey!
That's what bodies are for.
I think that's why he's called Mr. Body. So... Red's in a bad way.
Yeah. No. Does he have any of those Cure Light Wound Potion left? I think he should have one.
Yeah.
Yes, he does. He has the 1d10 one. That's right.
I don't think that's kind of what he has to do.
Yeah, so Red should probably take a 5-foot step back, moving closer towards the stairs still. Because if he can get there, he can sort of reduce the number of people that are attacking him.
And 1d10 to healing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is it a 1 or is it a 10?
Please be high.
Oh! And it rolled off a 9. It's a 1.
Yes!
No, it's a 1. It rolled off a 9.
Oh.
Oh!
Oh.
Well, one's better than that.
It rolled across the screen on its edge, so it was rolling with the 2 points both sides, and then it just tipped over, rolled over the 9 onto the 1. Like, it is what it is.
That's lame.
At least it's something.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
It
something.
Say that pony hit.
And it's her go.
This is gonna hurt.
There we go.
I will be right back. I've got a knock on my door.
That's okay.
Let me know if I get shot.
And another dog appears in the room next to Mr. Barty. She can do this all day. So hoofs against Red and bites against Bitey. So bites against Bitey first. We have a 20 and a 19. I think that's going to be 10 points of damage against Mr. Bitey.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Or 9 points, but yeah.
Oh, sorry, 9 points of damage. Yes, that's right. Sorry.
Can you use a dice to reduce damage?
No. No. For Red, we've got 4 attacks. Do the first 2 first.
Is Red dead yet?
Nope. But Mr. Bitey almost is. Just took 9 damage.
Oh no. Oh,
Um,
I think Mr. Bitey's just dead now.
Close. And
Don't
again,
worry,
2 more
Jake.
misses.
It only takes 24 hours and a lot of gold to get a new one.
No, but Mr. Barty and Fang are essentially, I'm running them as characters so they can go to the negative.
Oh yeah, no more. I was just talking about the druid's replacement ritual. When they lose a pet, they can replace it for like 100 gold per level and a 24-hour ritual or something.
Yeah.
Right, I'm training one on the side.
This is Mr.
This one is called
Snuffles.
Mr. Chompy.
So I think that's everything she's done. She summoned another dog, and
Oh my.
that's it. Boom boom.
Other flying demon thing.
Okay, let's see. 25. Like, there's no one that's not. Oh wait, that one dog is not in melee range. Oh wait, it is a Mr. Bitey. Damn it! There's no one I can shoot that's not directly in melee. This is making this very difficult to not kill you all. Here, I'll try to shoot that low health pony right there.
Okay.
I will move slightly down the stairs to get within range. Let's see. Is that close enough? One more. Yeah, I'll move here. And no, wait, I can't move. Fuck! I have to leave room for red. Okay, I'll move here, and I'm going to use one of my grip points for the first time to shoot beyond the first range increment, still versus touch.
Go for it.
Or not, because that's a total of a 7 with the -4.
That's a 7? Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, that didn't do anything.
Well, it's an 8 with the Bardic song as well, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm still not super confident in that, so yeah. It was an attempt.
I will note that you didn't reload last time, so you couldn't really move much anyway because you needed to reload. I think.
Oh yes, I couldn't have moved, so staying right where I was perfect.
5-foot step. Even if you did, it's like that's I think where you moved from there to 5 foot.
5-foot step. 5-foot step isn't a move action; it's a free action.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think that's about where you went.
Yeah.
So the sin spawn that's now emerging, coming out of the water properly and attacking red.
If red doesn't die this round, it'll be amazing.
Where are we? Oh, I've also got to do something.
More things? Oh, I think those all hit red. I think red's just gone.
So that also happened as well. They disappeared.
Oh, they have duration.
They have duration.
That's, useful.
Yes.
We should have.
So
We
that would
should
have been
have
just
spent
the
this
end of it.
entire combat running.
That would have been just the end of that one. Those two. So that's 8 points of damage. No, it's not. It's 4 points of damage.
We should have just run around in circles with the Yakety Yak song playing, waiting for the durations to go down.
That's okay. She could have cast one on one side, one on the other, and then went straight in. So just as a heads up, red's on 3 health.
Yeah, I see that. That's bad.
It is what it is. But the last attack only missed by 1. Jabbersnatch.
Jabbersnatch stands up, stretches a little. Is gonna walk in a direction trying to figure out where to go because they're a bit disoriented after being clobbered to death by horses. By a horse, a very large horse.
Jabbersnatch got up just to deal the finishing.
They have no
blow
idea
on Mr.
what
Buck.
hit them. They just fell unconscious. Clearly, they're just like. They think what happened is that Baba Gugan had possessed them and they like dreamt of visions. So now that they're awake, they stretch a little and walk directly into the pool of water. Into this lake.
Okay.
How deep does it go?
I think it's only about 2 or 3 foot. But you're a goblin, which is only 2 or 3 foot.
tall.
So I'm just going to check that. So I know it's not deep.
Pretty sure.
I
I'm
am
pretty sure.
211.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think they're almost exactly 3 foot.
So I just go down to my neck like, it's a bit deep in this water here. But it's warm, so I think it might actually be blood because I can smell blood.
No, the blood's gone from there. You can smell blood in the room, but the blood's gone from the water.
Is it warm though? Because I can't see blood. I just think it's blood.
No, it's very cold.
Oh.
Very cold in the water.
Oh.
I can't find it specifically, but I'm pretty sure it was only supposed to be like 1 or 2 foot deep, like 2 to 3 foot. So 1 to 3 foot. So I'm just going to say 2 and split it in half. And that's how deep it is, because the sin spawn emerged from what is essentially nowhere, from this crystal clear icy water. And so you've emerged.
It's very clear that Sin form as a flatworm.
And so you've emerged to do the final blow on either Red or Mr. Bitey.
Oh no.
No,
I
Mr. Bitey's out
am
of
going
range.
to trust my instincts and have my hand out and blindly cast Touch of Chaos again to whatever I touch in front of me.
Which is just... Oh, that's not enough.
Nothing.
Nope, I don't touch anything, so I just continue to walk by. And 15, and then run into a person. I'm like, whoa, what's this?
That's an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't get bit.
I clearly
Jabba's
missed, so I
Nuts
don't know if
gets
there's
up,
anything near me.
walks by. Jabba's Nuts gets up, walks across the pool, and is immediately knocked out again by the Sin Swamp.
Is that a miss?
That's a hit.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's a hit.
Yeah.
I have 1 HP. Oh, geez, something hit me.
We literally just healed all that.
Yep.
Emma, you crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh crap. Screech? Earthsmake?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Do you have any spells?
I don't think I have any healing spells left. Because I think I only get 2 of those. Right?
We don't have to prepare spells, so you can.
I think she's used them all.
Oh, if you've used both your spells, then.
Both heals on Jabba Snatch.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that smile, Nick. That yes, you used them on me, and I just destroyed it all. I will kill this party before the GM.
Is Jabba a BBG? I think so.
If you want, what we'll do, we'll take a break now because we are well overdue.
Okay.
And this combat can go further. So, how about we take a break now? Thank you for everyone for coming in and for watching. We are in the middle of a nasty combat. And you really probably want to stick around because we also get to find out after the combat what is the consequences from drinking from the sacred shrine. So you really probably want to stick around for that because we'll be doing that at the end of the show today, because that's the fun one. That's the absolute fun one. So
I predict dysentery. I
wasn't going to do it right from the start, like immediately, because that way, well, you weren't going to all drink from it. Yeah, stick around. We'll be back shortly. Thanks for everyone for coming in, and we will be back soon. So bye for now. Hey, welcome. Welcome back. Thank you for the raid, Mercs of Mischief. Thank you so much for coming in and giving us the raid. Hopefully you stuck around just enough to so you're still around and you're going to be watching the conclusion of our episode. Just as you raided, out like on our break, we had one of our cast members come back and say, okay, so I know what my next character is going to be. That's how bad things are. Oh no! Oh god, now my internet's going out. No, we're back? We're good. We're good. So, as I was saying, just as you raided, we, on our break, we had one of the cast members, Nick, come back and say, look, okay, I know what my next character is going to be. So that's kind of how bad everything is, and that's where you've come into. So we'll move across to our game screen and show you what's happening on the map. We're in a cathedral in an underground ruins, where, like an underground catacombs which has been lost to the centuries, maybe 1,000+ years underneath a sleepy, quiet town, and yeah, our little goblins have walked into a place after drinking the Kool-Aid, I should point out, to yeah, to someone that's just summoning demons. Well, their versions of demons: dogs, horses, ponies, etc. They haven't even attacked the main person that's summoning because they've been fighting for themselves and fighting for their lives. Most spells are down, most healing's down, and although they have gotten rid of a few of the ponies and the horse, one of the sin spawn, and they've realised that if they go into that water bleeding, then you get another sin spawn to fight against. So all good, all fun. And the combat's been going for a bit, which is why we just kind of had to take a break, because it's like, this is going to keep going on and on and on. But by the end of the episode, if you stick around, you will get to see what happened, what the Kool-Aid that they drank, and what are the ramifications, and what are the ramifications when I asked for a D500 roll. Because I got some fun stuff to roll.
Oh no.
This also assumes we survived the combat.
It does assume if you survive the combat, but only if you survive do you get the benefits from drinking the Kool-Aid from the altar of ultimate evil.
I'm gonna stop taking the -4 for shooting into melee. If they die, they die. I've already got the backup character.
Was that a Rocky reference?
That's pretty bad, because we've got Jabbersnatch on 1 out of 11. We've got our tank, our only frontline fighter, 3 out of 16. And our other frontline fighter, Mr. Bitey, at 4 out of 31. So it's really bad. And of course, Jank Dogbite, and 3 out of 12. So it's not a great fight. So
We're fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine, sure. And you haven't even injured the little closet witch who's been doing all this damage to you.
Well, that's because
I'm gonna
they
kill the
won't
snakes
show
first.
themselves.
Haven't even
The
injured it yet.
constantly disappearing snacks.
Yeah, this is torture.
This
The
is
snakes
fun.
disappear.
So we open our scene back up with Ursame's turn. So it's Screech's turn. The battle is bad.
Yeah.
There's nothing else that's bad.
I'd recommend using your flare on this sin spawn down here.
Yeah, I planned on it. That was about the only thing I could do.
It's the
Yes,
most
but it
dangerous
also
thing.
it could prevent 2 ally deaths.
Yeah.
Is the main-
Yeah.
Yeah, because he could take both out in one shot, in one round.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. So,
So do your spell, and I'll do my save.
fail.
They did get a bonus to it, and they passed.
Dang it.
The sin spawn, the disgustingly evil thing, just shakes it off. It's like, You're trying to do something in their temple? No. And
Stinky face hands thing.
Mr. Bitey. Fighting two
Or-
dogs
Really-
at once.
Okay. Bitey hates dogs.
It's a raccoon. Raccoons hate everything.
Oh, I'll use my D6.
Might be a good time to use it. Though you do have to roll high.
12.
Not enough.
Alright.
It's a 13. It just
Okay,
missed.
of course.
Just missed. No, you hit the song. You hit for 4 points of damage. See?
Oh, I already calculated the song. 11, 12 with the song.
Shh. You don't correct the GM when they give you
Oh.
the free hit. If he makes a mistake, you let him make it.
Thank you for being
You're that
honest,
close to
Kiwi.
death.
Thank you for being honest. I'll take away your D6 and I'll give you a D4 back.
Oh, thanks. I'll take it.
I'm assuming you're probably about to use that.
Yeah.
No, 19 hits
Oh,
for 1
good.
point of damage, 2 points, that is. And killed.
Yay!
Yeah.
And it disappears.
Oh. And then, so Jank loves his pack, but he loves his raccoon.
So you're going to enter combat? Oh no, you're shooting. A 19 with the minuses for shooting into combat. Hits.
Yes.
So it'd be a 15 with a minus.
Yep. For 3 points of damage.
There goes.
Doing well. Mind you, when you shoot an arrow into a summoned creature, that summoned creature disappears. It's taking that arrow away. I'm taking those arrows away. You're not
Sure.
getting them back.
Fair enough. That makes sense. My snacks are
It's a single gold piece for 20 arrows.
But if you throw, say, a magical item, like a dagger, at a summoned creature and it goes away, I'm taking that magical item too.
Yeah, that would be worse. But
that would suck.
That'd suck, yes. It's Red's go. And I think 5 foot step.
okay.
He's got another potion
Yes, 5 foot step.
to down, and I think that
Oh,
think-
he has another healing?
I think he's got one more D10 healing. I think it's the only thing he can try. He can't do enough damage to
Okay.
take it down.
Alright. Don't oops this roll.
The healing would be very useful.
Okay, so it's off
Especially
GM.
because that sin spawn can't go until after other people go.
Yeah. So I think that's the only thing you can try.
Yeah.
So let's go. It's off GM layer. It's now going to be proper. And
Oh,
it's
yes.
a 9. Fantastic. He needed that compared to the 1 he rolled before.
Mm.
Don't usually get to plus.
Fred just chugs his potion.
And he starts raging and starts, yeah. And the sin spawn gets excited at the rage. Like everyone can, like people that are watching, like mainly Boom Boom and Screech that are watching, because of course Jabbersnatch can't see. You notice that the sin spawn actually gets excited, and enthusiastic and like invigorated by Red's rage that's going on.
These things are weird.
Jabbersnatch can smell bloodlust.
Less bloodlust, more like there's a something there. And on this round, can I get? I think it more affects Jank more than anyone else. So, can I get a just a 50-50 roll? Do you want high or low, Kiwi?
I'll go low because that's how I roll.
Okay. So low, you get to win. You get to make the decision. So
Hey, that's low.
that's low.
Oh, it's a
The-
D10. Yeah.
The one that you killed was the one that was new. So the one you didn't kill was the old one, which disappears on it.
Woohoo! Buddy, my boy.
That said, she brings out another one.
Oh, brilliant.
Because, hey, she's got spells. Oops,
Hey.
that's not 9. There you go.
It's like a machine.
Yeah.
Spell machine.
They have to run out eventually. They've already used 4 summon
A
monsters.
lot.
5,
This is the 5th.
6, sorry. 6 summon monsters.
6? No.
Wait, 3 ponies, a horse. Yeah, 3 ponies, 1 horse, and 2 dogs. Makes 6. So this is the 7th.
1, 2, 3, 4. No, this is the 5th.
Really?
Yes, this is the 5th. I've dragged them off to the side and I can count them where's where.
Oof.
Yeah. So this is the 5th. As in it's brought back up. Actually, I'll just put it there. Is where it's going to be. An attack. Dog. Oh, look, I've already got the bits here. And it's a miss!
Luckily.
Oh, there you go. Thank you for the follow. I've got to try to... Withering King? I can get Withering or Wither or with
With the king?
with King. Thank you for coming in. You found us again? Well, I don't know how you lose us. That's why you follow. If you follow, then you can't lose us. But thank you for coming in. Thanks for the follow. We've only got about 40 minutes left of this one. And we've still got a lot of people down and a lot of people, well, not down, but almost down. Witherkin, AK Wither Sands. Okay, cool. Thank you very much. So it's Boom Boom. You got a sin spawn at the bottom of the stairs, and you got another fresh dog in combat.
Well, the Sin Spawn has 3 attacks, and the dog has 1. So I'm going to go after the Sin Spawn. And I am debating whether or not to actually include the -4. Because we're getting to the, very real risk of danger here for Boom Boom. So, give me 1 second. I'm gonna use
You're gonna roll a dice, are you?
Lucky Quarter. Lucky Quarter says do not neglect the -4, so I'm gonna roll with it. Okay, so that's a 10 versus touch. Oh, 11 versus touch.
Oh,
Nice.
from memory, it's close, but I'll have to check. It's a miss.
Oof.
It's a miss. By 1. Even with the song that's up and running. Kiwi, do you want to be nice?
Yeah, I can pass on that D4. I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did it in another game. It's like, yeah, I think we need to. And the
Oh.
1 brings it up.
Well,
You only needed 1.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so that's a 9. That's a 9 damage.
So you think you're about half its health and half its hurt?
Those things are tanky. Damn. Okay.
Praise the raccoon god.
Praise Rakugor. Actually, because I can this round, I'm gonna move down, and Fang's gonna bite at it.
Ah, finally Fang gets to buy something.
Yeah. Let's see. Where to? There we go. Bite. Nope.
Nope. 6 is nope. A
Wow.
lot of damage, but nope.
That would have been
Anything,
nice.
anything else? I think that's about it.
Have we implemented hero points yet?
We have, but we've only got 2, and you need to spend 2 if you want to bring a character back. So what would you like to do?
We might need to bring. We're probably going to need to bring Navismatch back, so let's just save those.
Just checking. So I'm going to attack Jabbersnatch first.
What?
The weakest...
I just did all the damage to it to draw aggro.
You trying to tank?
Actually,
I have more remaining hit points and a higher AC than Jabbersnatch. So yeah, I am doing tanking.
actually, realistically, it actually shouldn't be you either. It shouldn't be Jabbersnatch. It actually needs to be Red. And there are reasons.
Oh right, it got all excited about fighting him.
Yeah. Creatures that rage are fun creatures in this place. It smells them, and it likes them.
Well, as long as it's not attacking the person with 1 hit point, I think we're better off.
So 3 attacks on Red.
And
A miss,
all
a miss, and a miss.
Yes.
Oh, damn. Jabbersnatch. Who are you going to kill off? Friend or foe?
Friend or foe, huh?
Can
We'll see as I round up my spiked
I'm just
fist
gonna-
gauntlet.
I'm going to use a free action real quick to just say, which direction is Jabbersnatch facing right now, actually? I need to know
Well,
that.
they ran
you-
into where you were before, which was down where my
so they're
token
facing
is.
the stairs. So they're facing the
Yeah.
stairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Facing down.
He's going to call out far or behind you to your right.
Or
All right.
above.
Does Java know right
Oh,
and
yeah.
left?
Yeah,
Understand?
Okay.
I
Okay.
think they can.
Yeah.
Let's figure out though.
I'm
There's
pretty
only
sure
two,
we've
three.
explained
Nope,
it.
they went the other direction.
Okay.
Well, actually, you said right, but they went right around where you were and continued going right until they just did a sweep but missed completely as they face in that direction.
You have a right.
So they swirl around and punch with their fist.
So they're facing that way now?
Yeah.
And missed because there's
And
nothing there.
Yep.
That would have missed anything.
That actually misses the ground, which is an AC of 5. So.
The ground has an AC? That's just bad.
Did not know that.
It's considered any 10 is considered static AC, and the ground is considered a 5 because it has a -5 to its dexterity, which is 0. So the ground has an AC of 5 to hit a random spot, and somehow Jabbersnatch fails to hit the ground.
I was just...
So I float away.
Because that's how you fly. You throw yourself at the ground, and if you miss, you fly. And if you don't know the reference, go read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy trilogy, all 5 books. So all 6 books in the trilogy.
The trilogy of 6 books.
Yeah. So on the upside, you didn't walk back into the water, bleeding blood everywhere again.
Does Jabbersnatch bleed other things?
Well, last time he bled into the water. Well, that's why this sin spawn come from.
Well, you said bleeding blood, so I was wondering if Jabbersnatch bleeds other things besides blood.
It's Jabbersnatch. Who knows?
The sins of a damned.
It is Java Stash.
Sins of the damned. You're in the wrong temple. This is another temple for sin, though.
Wait,
Screech.
does Sin Spawn don't come from the Sin Temple?
Well, it is a sin temple, but it's not. This is a temple for a specific sin. Screech, you're still singing? I'm sure there's got to be running
Yeah.
out by now, but
Yeah.
we're just leaving it up because that takes rules looking up.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do? There's a combat going on.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to do flare
Player
again.
again.
Yeah, on the sin spawn.
If it works, it's great. It's like,
Yeah.
They can only pass so many times.
Yeah.
but when they've got advantage on this roll, they're going to pass more than often.
Oh,
Okay.
Dang it.
Like there. But it's
Just
a great
keep
spell.
applying that rule of averages.
Please don't die.
Eventually, they will roll another one.
Or just like an 8.
Yeah.
Mr. Barty and Jank Dogbite.
yes. All right. Jank is gonna try and hit.
Well, why don't you see if Bitey can take it out himself first, and then if you have, then you can try to shoot the sin spawn.
Probably yes. That's a good idea. All right. Incoming bite. 14.
It's a 15 it's a 15.
Hits
Nice.
for 3 points of damage.
Oof.
Miss. Last one. The giant raccoon god
Yes.
kills the last dog.
Yeah.
And again, its food is taken away from him as it disappears.
This is the worst type of teasing.
There's Sin Spawn right next to him if he wants to eat that.
No.
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 If you've got hands in your face, no eating.
Wait. What about crabs? They have hands on their face.
13?
That's a miss.
Oof.
That would be a 9 anyway.
Yeah,
With
'cause
the
you-
-4.
Oh, a
Of
9.
firing into
Sorry.
combat. That's what I was calculating, the 9.
Ah.
Yep. So that's a miss.
Boo.
I think Red's
Okay.
going back on attack mode. After
We'll
healing?
take a 5-foot step up. Red will take a 5-foot step up to get flanking bonuses with Jabba, and then attack with the spear.
Okay, let's go for it. Boar spear. He's got a collection of weapons that he's been putting in. I just wanted to put that up.
Yes. That's 5 damage right there.
I think it's more because he's juiced up with his aggro juice.
Oh yes.
Totally not
That's
steroids.
7 damage.
Oh,
That's 7 points of damage.
He's totally not having steroids. And I don't think anyone. Oh, I don't know if anyone can see this. If you can see this, you can see it. But
No, I can't see.
No.
something happens. There's no more dogs or horses or ponies. But that is still going on. And boom boom.
I'm gonna eat those gibbons.
Okay. Fang is gonna take a bite out of it first to see if I can just take it out with that.
Okay.
Come on, Fang. Do it. No.
Oh,
Fang's gonna do it.
Nope.
He's
Okay,
not
so
on
I'm
Mr. Bitey's level.
No, he's not. Mr. Barty's. That's why Mr. Barty is second in command underneath Red.
Once I hit level 5, then Fang becomes an actual animal companion and will be on Bitey's level. But no, right now they're just a wolf. So I will go ahead and use 5-foot step with Fang to get back here, and then I'll shoot it so I don't provoke. Yes!
Oh wow.
That's 4 damage. That's all I needed, I think.
You think? Are you sure?
I think.
Are you
No,
sure?
that's what I think.
You finally killed them all. Well, you finally killed the Sin Spawn and the summoned creatures. There's still something missing.
And no one's died.
Well, that's also something, but there's something missing. There's someone that you haven't killed.
Oh,
You, nature wizard, find source of magic.
are we still in initiative?
Yes, I'm just saying that. I'm saying that as a free action, and then on your turn you can use detect magic to find them.
Yep. They're in the pool room.
Okay.
We're in pool room. What do
Yeah,
you
well,
mean?
the bird bath.
Oh.
The shrine room. So
It's definitely a bird bath.
we'll suspend
Or a
turn
monkey
order,
bath, I guess.
and if you initiate an action which has a turn order consequence, we'll start from that person's turn. So you can start exploring. I'm not going to re-roll everything. I'm just going because there's a lot of things in there. I'm going to take the sin spawn off. That's for sure. So the last you saw was that it wasn't in that area, and as I said, was in the bird bath area.
All right. And Jank will he'll give Bidey a hug. That's his
I'll go ahead and take point this time since I have the most remaining health and AC.
Scarily, at only 10, you don't.
Oh right, I think Screech has like 2 more hit points than me right, or Red. I think Red has like 2 more hit points than me right now.
Screech has 3 more.
But I have a much higher AC. I have a much higher AC than both of them, though.
Yes, you do. that you do. That you do. So what are you doing? Doing a search?
Yes, we're
Or
searching
detect
around.
magic?
Well, I think Jank is detecting magic. I'm
Okay.
just searching.
So, Jank, you detect magic. When you did roll that, it was in the other room. So, what I'm going to say is this: that there is a massive amount of power coming from that pond. It is dark. It is obscenely powerful, but it's linked to something else which is more powerful.
Oh.
And it's, even though it's powerful, it's as if it's like in the background. It needs something to fuel it, and the fuel is not there anymore, or at least is latent. So it relies
This
on
toilet
some
has much power in it.
Snatch, no. Oh my god.
I was rolling my direction to see which direction to move. They walked into the pool.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot Java Snatch.
Snatch is already gonna die.
We'll do this again.
That's why you don't leave Java Snatch behind.
As Jabbersnatch walks into the pool, and again we're going to start from Jabbersnatch's initiative, because that's what's triggering the events. As Jabbersnatch walks into the pool, you feel that the magic linked to the blood that's dropped into the pool from Jabbersnatch, pulling the last remnants of essentially stored power from the pool itself, and it moving into and coalescing into another sin spawn. But you think that after this there is no more function, and you feel the magic just starting to dissipate on its edges and shrinking away, that it's not going to come back after this one is done.
The demons are they Baba Googon's children?
So we're back to initiative order. Jabbersnatch, you've started again.
They're going to use their touch of chaos and sink their teeth into this creature. And miss.
And
They're
miss.
flanking. You're flanking. You get a +2.
Oh.
But do you need to know that you're flanking to get a +2?
Not.
I know.
it's the ally that provides the flanking bonus, not yourself. So
Would my
luckily,
song
just-
still be going as well?
No, your song will be off now.
Dang.
And if I have a +2, then does
that's an 11 versus touch.
I think
Okay.
that's a hit because I think that's what. I think 11 is.
It's flat-footed. It's flat-footed because it hasn't acted yet, so it is. So it does hit.
It's a 12 that you need.
It's flat-footed though because it hasn't acted.
It's a 12 you need, even with flat-footed.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
Because you're supposed to deny dex bonus on flat-footed, so it shouldn't have any touch.
Touch and flat-foot are both 12. There's a natural AC in there.
No. Flat-footed touch AC is a different thing.
Oh, I don't have a flat-footed and touch. I've just got flat-footed, touch, or AC.
So whatever. Flat-footed touch AC is 10 unless it has a deflection bonus.
Doesn't matter if it's got a natural armor.
No, natural armor doesn't add to touch AC.
Okay, I'll you hit then.
Wow.
So it's for the next round.
it
rolls
has
twice,
disadvantage.
and D&D
Oh.
5th edition style has disadvantage. Takes the worst on all of its 3 attacks.
Nice.
Screech, would you like to start up your song again?
Yes. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. Kill this thing.
Get the battle music back again.
Kill it. Kill it. Kill it.
And that's the actual the music song. Kill it, kill it, kill it.
Yeah. It's been 2 weeks.
Do you want any movement, or are you going to stay there in the doorway?
Yeah, I guess I would have gotten kind of out the way.
Okay.
So
I will say, even though this is a real shit, Nick, what you've done just earned you more XP because you've drained this, and you've killed the device. And the fact that you you've kept on summoning more has actually killed the device permanently. It had charges. Once it finishes, it's gone.
So, thanks, Devin.
Do you have plans on making this their base?
Okay. Mr. Bitey and Mr. Bitey and Jank.
Okay.
Got just enough movement to get there.
I should fire with Jink first, I'm guessing.
Remember about... Oh no, it doesn't matter anymore about the blood in the pool
Wait,
because it's used up.
if you move Mr. Bitey next to red right here, it'll get flanking bonuses.
Okay.
Okay.
That's an
12?
11.
12 doesn't
11.
hit.
Oh, 12.
Correct. Okay. Oh well. Bitey's gonna have to do the heavy lifting.
Yeah. He's been doing it all 6 episodes.
11.
That's a
That's a-
13.
No, not enough.
Okay.
Just not enough.
Woof.
That's a 14.
That's a hit. That's what you needed.
That's a
That's terrible.
There you go. So at least you got some damage initiated on.
yeah, just enough to draw the aggro.
4 damage.
Well, you think it's just enough to draw the aggro, but it's still like this one comes out and immediately turns towards red. It just sniffs the air and just like red, yes, from the rage from the. And so that's definitely going to be the target. But red goes first. 'Cause that's kind of how I put it, unfortunately. Damn.
Flanking bonuses too. But red gets to roll at a +5. Holy, with the strength, the flanking, and the song, that's a 16, and they did 6 damage.
There we go.
Wow.
Wow.
So this one's dropping a lot faster. But again, red is the target. Red is the one that's the focus.
No.
and it snaps and it claws and it misses everything.
I'm just imagining big beefy red just like catching its wrist in midair.
No, wrong button. There we go. Let's see if we've got something. Yeah, that'll do. With it, does 20 a hit? Boom, boom.
I'm gonna spend a grit point, and no, it does not, because I'm gonna activate another gunslinger thing called. Give me a second to look it up. But I have a thing versus ranged attacks.
Yep. So.
I am going to activate Gunslinger's Dodge. Uncanny knack for getting out of the way of ranged attacks. When a ranged attack is made against the gunslinger, they can spend a grit point to move 5 feet as an immediate action and get a +2 to AC, which makes it not hit.
But you're now no longer on Fang, because you've moved 5 feet. Fang hasn't.
Yes, I basically jumped off of Fang in order to in order to avoid this dagger. But it's okay, because mounting is just a move action, so.
I'll go and get Fang off the map.
Well, I'm gonna use my turn to just remount, and it's like next, so.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. So I just realised just how far Fang is away from this battle.
Yeah.
I can't even see them.
Yeah, other side of the map. But that's where Fang was, I think. There we go.
Yeah.
Bring it back.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's your initiative, I think, next. As this tiny little dagger flies in your direction, and it looks unerringly accurate, and you have to just essentially jump off the Fang. And as it goes where you were, it then stops, and then comes straight back to the owner's hand.
Well, that gives me a pretty good line of where I'm going to remount Fang as my move action.
Yep.
And then I'm going to shoot in the direction that dagger just came from at that little fucking floating thing.
Yep.
So this is not going to be an easy hit because tiny things have very high touch AC, but let's try it.
Very high.
So let's go. Nope. That definitely doesn't do anything.
A 9's not going to hit. A 9's just nowhere near enough.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate. And then as Fang's move action, I guess move up and attack.
Yep. No.
Let's see if Fang.
Can't. Up in the air.
Oh, okay.
Out of reach of Fang.
How high up? How high up?
10.
I could jump.
You could jump, yes, but Fang can't. Bitey.
No, I mean Fang can jump. It's a DC. It'd be a DC 15 acrobatics to be able to get within range. So.
Okay. If you say so, but I don't think that's enough.
Does Inspire Courage add to skills at all?
Don't think so.
Okay.
So the Fang leaps up, jumps from like.
Oh wait, it's +4 when jumping, so that's an 18.
Okay, so Fang races up the stairs with you above, and you're still on him. And he leaps onto the altar, and then jumps off the altar, snarling with a bite.
And misses.
Yeah, you're also gonna have to do a ride check on this one, please, an animal, because you're jumping.
Wow, I rolled decent on that.
A 28 for your ride check. As you rear Fang down, land back down.
8 and then a 17.
Awesome. So, Jabber Snatch.
Oh, as a free action, I will call out, "Evil fairy thing in here!"
They look around. Where? Not being able to see anything.
Obviously not to Travis match.
The blind monkey.
Uh,
Where's that rope? I don't know.
With that, however, Javisnatch is going to climb onto the creature that's next to them. And I don't know how... No, I have to grapple, right? Is there climbing mechanics? Like, does this do damage if I climb on them and, like, hold on? My armor, my spiked armor.
Yes, if you grapple, you do 1d6 damage every round you maintain the grapple with spiked armor.
Alright, I'm going to climb on them and do a grapple.
So you're going to do a CMB?
Yes, CMB.
Okay.
And I've got to do a CN against its CND.
A whopping 7.
That's a 9, 10 with the flanking and everything, but I don't think CMD is that low.
No, 15. No. So you're trying to grab one and climb on these things. Has no idea what this little monkey's trying to do with it. Just ignores you. Focuses on its prey, which is red. Screech. That's me.
Okay. I guess. Oh, I mean, Mr. Biting Red might hit him. So I guess I'll come in here and do what I've been doing.
Flare.
Yeah.
Cast the spell. I'll try to do the save.
This thing has a much lower fort save, I think, so you have a better chance.
Where are my forts? So DC 12, let's go.
right.
Passed. Well, you passed, like, the first thing how this combat started was the fear spell, so it can fail. It was just invisible when you feared it, that was the problem. And so, Mr. Bitey.
Yes, he is going to swing first. Or bite. Nibble.
And these with advantage, so that's a hit. 4 points of damage.
Start raking.
Ooh!
Ooh.
That's
Nat 20
confirmed.
confirmed with a nat 20.
Double.
Go
Yeah,
Mr. Bitey.
Is that
If
me?
only Karsh ran with the triple crit rule.
No. Because then I draw them back at you guys, and that's character art, which is expensive. Gotta think of that side too.
Alright.
Do you run with the triple 20 rule though, which is 3 20s instantly kills anything?
Oh!
It's already
Another
dead.
nat 20. That's 3 nat 20s in a row.
It's already
Yeah.
dead. It died from the second one.
Well, can
Red will have to move.
No,
red-
but I'll stay.
yeah, Red cannot make it all the way in. He can make it here. That's
Yeah.
just short, unfortunately.
Yep. But seeing it is up in the air, it's going to throw a bomb.
That works. Yeah.
Well, it's up in the air, so the splash damage is not you. Because you're
Yeah.
on the ground.
Yeah.
That's the annoying thing about flying creatures. You can do bombs at them. But hitting them is the problem.
Well, he only has to hit the wall behind it, which is an AC of 5, in
Yeah.
order to do splash damage. But to hit it directly is very difficult.
So the direct hit doesn't hit. Because as you've pointed out, tiny creatures, they've got an AC. But it does damage.
An entire 2 points.
I
Yeah.
put in 3, didn't I? Hey, it's the first damage you've done to the boss. This entire episode has been a fight, and it's the first damage you've done 3 hours, 10 minutes into the episode. The Sin Spawn is dead, so I can move that one. It's her go, and she turns invisible again.
Ooh.
Because that's the thing she can do.
Yep, that's why I dislike methods and closets. Aside from the summoning, is tiny things also turn invisible a lot, especially pixies.
Yeah, and we're going to end this here, because my alarm's about to go off as well, and we need to figure out what it was that you drank. Now, we had a little bit of a break, and I thought about it on the break. And I think the best way of doing it is we roll twice and have the other characters get to choose which one.
Perfect.
This is true.
So hopefully you're all friends, and if you're not, you're going to suffer.
I would like to point out I've saved 2 people's lives now.
No. If you voted off the island, you voted off the island. That's how it's done.
I would like to point out that I used all of Screech's healing and resummoned another spawn point by walking into the pool.
And also convinced everyone else to drink the potion and drink the Coolade.
Yeah.
So earlier in the episode, if you weren't here before, where the battle has moved to is a shrine. It's a black evil shrine with water in it. 4 doses of a liquid, which one went to, after bathing in it, one went to Jabbersnatch, one went to Boom Boom, one went to Jank Dogbite, and then one went to Screech, and then one went to Fang Jank's mount.
Boom Boom.
So Boom Boom's mount. Thinking yes. Words are
I
hard.
didn't bring my mount.
Let's go shopping. So what I've got, and what I've done in preparing, we've got a D500 chart, just to make things more fun, more random. So we're going to roll twice, and as I said, we get the other cast members choose. So I was going to actually have the instigator roll first, which is Jabbersnatch.
Yeah, legit.
Because Jabbersnatch did instigate this, convince
They
everybody.
are the craziest.
So is it /R500/R500? Okay, so we've got a 45 and a 320.
Oh, wow.
So let's bring these across. So 320 I can find because it just seems to be where I am. Oh crap. I just quickly read that. This is 320.
Oh no.
Oh, wow.
And
Guys, I know what colors are now. This is great.
You gotta.
and worse. So and the total opposite actually is a perfect memory
Oh, wow.
to recall everything.
Can I choose the worst one?
No.
So it seems way more interesting.
It's more fun to have the other people do. So what ones, guys? Perfect memory? Or
I vote the synesthesia.
Coin flip. Hold on, I'll roll it.
there's rolls going on. We don't have much time.
The negative D6 wisdom to my ability score.
Oh yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
just making sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wait, are you wisdom based or?
I'm a cleric.
So yes,
Yeah.
wisdom based. Let's not do that one.
But I mean, I'm also a cleric where channel divinity is charisma, which didn't make sense, and my charisma is 3, which is -4. So it's either charisma or wisdom.
I'm gonna vote on the perfect memory, just because I don't want to screw over Javis or one of our healers into being.
I'm not a healer. I have a healing spell, but I never prepare it.
Yeah,
Also, I'm doing more damage to all of you.
actually, thinking about it, if you have minus 1d6 wisdom, you wouldn't be even able to cast most of your spells because you need a 10 plus spell level in the stat to even cast it.
Yep. So
So
perfect memory
yeah, I
means
vote
you have a
perfect
spellcaster.
memory.
Kiwi, what do you think? Perfect memory and have a spellcaster, or colors and no spellcasting?
Well, I did
I would-
roll, and I was going low for bad, high for good. So
Okay, so Kiwi
but hopefully smarter, more intelligent, sensible people will override what I've said
That,
by voting appropriately.
as in, you've put the scales to even.
Well, the
Who's got
decision
the-
is
Oh, well, should Red have a vote? I mean,
Red's not here.
Red's not.
It's got to be
So
right here and now.
I will flip a quarter for Red's vote.
No. Red's not here. Done.
yeah.
Because otherwise you have ties. And Red didn't
Yeah,
drink the
that's a good
Kool-Aid.
point.
Who's got the call? Who's
It's Ursa
calling?
May.
Yeah.
Um.
So you were very sensible today.
And pointing out that if Jabbersnatch goes under 10 con, cannot cast
10 wisdom.
spells. 10 wisdom,
Oh yeah, that's
can't cast spells.
Yeah. So I probably would go with perfect memory.
Okay.
I
So,
mean, I would feel bad doing the other one.
yeah.
Can I vote for myself? Because
No, because I know what you're going to say.
I'm just gonna make a completely useless character. I can't do anything.
It only
Would
would
I
have taken...
lose the ability to dispel or would I just lose everything?
You would lose all of your actual casted spells. Your class abilities would remain, but without wisdom they wouldn't be as potent probably.
The only class ability I have is channel energy, which is charisma, which is already my worst stat.
So that would be unaffected.
And that's
as
the
much
only...
as
That would be the only thing I could do.
Yeah.
And it's already really bad.
It's like a DC 7 save because you're
Yeah.
opponent.
Yep.
So, Jabbersnatch now has a perfect memory and can save versus intelligence to recall the incredibly trivial details. So, add that to your
Wait.
character, please.
Sorry.
Actually, this could be really good because if Jabbersnatch learns where an enemy is, you can actually mark it on the map for them, and they can retain that information.
Yes, until it
Oh,
moves.
cool.
Yes, until it moves. But the point is, we can point out enemies for Jabbersnatch, and as long as they don't move, they can actually go in the right direction.
Hmm. Or walk around a maze with perfect. If you've done it before, you can just walk around. I know the way. Which is
Yeah.
just
You know what? I'm pretty
Bad.
sure they're still going to roll a dice.
okay. So the second one, we've got to get through these quickly, guys. So the second one is 93 and 445. So I'm close to
92.
93. Sorry, 92. That's right. Okay. This is. We'll see. This is okay. 92.
Wow. That is, yeah.
I would rather not be flammable because I shoot a gun.
Are you
Not good.
sure you don't want that one? Because the other one's not as good either.
Okay, no, I don't want that one either.
Ooh, that's creepy as hell.
So,
Can I use a hero point to reroll one?
That is a Cthulhu monster.
so either your body essentially is covered with lamp oil, it exudes oil, and
Yeah, that's gross. I mean, they're both really gross, but
or,
He basically has the grease spell all the time on him.
like a
Can I-
sweaty boy.
Can I use
Sweaty boy.
the hero
You're
point
like
to
a
reroll one of those?
14-year-old, like, pimply kid.
I don't like either of those.
you don't get the choice.
Well-
Everybody else does. So, Nick,
I can't even reroll with the hero point.
flammable or tongues?
Oh, look.
I really like the oily thing because then we can slide him across surfaces, and then we can just go bowling.
And
Yeah.
Jank would like
Swing him into like enemies.
Jank's interested in body fluids.
Would
as
that
well.
also give him disadvantage on rides?
No,
Slippery.
no, I won't go that. But it does specifically say that these things are almost always not beneficial.
So
I don't know. Mine seemed pretty beneficial for having
Yeah,
perfect
Java's
memory, I
got a
guess.
Very good one.
1,000.
It's because I'm the chosen of Babagugan.
Of course, yes. And it totally was a Babagugon shrine, which it totally wasn't.
Yep.
So, what do you think? Oily?
I'm
I think
gonna
we've
roll.
got 2 oils.
Oil.
Oils?
Yeah.
Yeah. So at least you can create a business, selling your bodily fluids every day if you want.
I'm 100% that Red. I'm 100% sure Red is going to turn me into a living bomb factory, right?
You just harvest oil off him now all the time.
Goblin grenade.
And
Red's just going to be like, finally, something useful you can do.
Hold this wick and
um,
run this wick.
can I get 2D1, 2 500s, please, SMA?
Yeah. Did it? Okay. Yeah. Did.
So 133, 183. Get to 183 first. Ooh. This is actually quite apt in this.
It's like the trigger.
Dogs. Frenzy versus dogs, obviously. Or horses, I mean.
This is
And
amazing.
133 was the other one.
Maybe if you find other bards.
Not disabling our bard with negative constitution and charisma, so I vote for the rage trait because for funniness.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, rage.
Can we also
would be-
select? Can we also vote on the trigger that happens?
Yes, I vote horses.
So horses trigger you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, she's a bard.
Bards.
I was
So
gonna say something like that's
a
bardy.
barb.
You know what? No, I vote
Barbarian is
frenzy trigger shinies.
Oh, yeah.
She's
That's
so happy to see
Yep.
shinies.
Yep.
If an enemy is wearing something she wants, she goes into a rage.
Yep.
Wow. If she ever goes into a city, you guys are screwed. Into a rich quarter? Oh my.
Just so you know, Screech, Barbarian is actually a very common multi-class because of the fact that Bard can buff themselves and then go into a rage. So you just actually got a huge benefit if you use it correctly.
He's the
If you want to
horses.
message me after the session, I can teach you some. I can tell you some tips to maximize it.
All right.
We've still got one more to go. And this isn't for a
Time for
play
Fang.
character. This is for Fang. 2 D500, please.
Imagine if he gets greasy.
Yeah. So 70, I'm close to. Okay, this is a weird one. And no one's 118.
Well, he doesn't have any missing parts, so that would be interesting.
Well,
But he just-
he can be.
he grows a fifth
unlimited
leg.
supply of food.
He has like a missing tooth. It just grows back.
Oh no. I know what's going to be. Headless. Your head shrinks into your chest. Eyes, ears, nose mitigate appropriately.
That is.
Can it
so
just be like a?
weird.
Can it just be a? Can it just be like a Dillahan dog?
So, what do you guys think? A headless dog? Or
Does the headless dog go blind and has no sense of smell?
No. Your
No,
eyes
it's
and everything
Or does
goes
he just
back
get
as
really
well.
tiny?
Everything else
No.
goes
The
back.
senses relocate.
Yeah.
But
It just says eyes and
Yeah.
ears on its chest or wherever.
Yeah, on his neck or on its shoulders and yeah.
Onto
Yeah.
its butt, so it has to run back.
No. Or missing body
Does
parts
migrate-
regenerate.
it doesn't have any missing body parts, so can't really do that one.
It could.
Yeah. Well, Jen could just use it like a unlimited supply of food.
No, it's not constant regeneration. It's just a missing body part regenerates fully.
Yeah.
We could do it once, maybe.
Yeah. So, which one?
But that headless thing is hilarious.
There's just no head now. It's just a neck.
Yeah,
Just eyes, a little nose, and a mouth on his neck.
Oh, gross.
So is that 3 votes?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm gonna have to go pay for remove curse on that one because Fang's only a bite. So.
Oh no,
That's if
your
you-
neck just has teeth.
That's if you can.
He just doesn't have a skull now. Somehow all of these are just embedded into his neck like skin.
So
So his
wait,
jaw is just like flat.
actually no, I would. So his neck can just like has a bunch of teeth lining around it and close around things.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Really close to that one is another one that has 2 necks attached to the one head. And there's again really close to that one is your head is swapped with an arm. So that could have been really weird for a dog, but so that's what happens when you drink the Kool-Aid, when you drink the waters of the god of monsters. And that's kind of what happened to the other person who had 3 arms and spat acid. So
I kind of want to wait. I kind of want to swap mine and Fang's for more hilarity because a headless gunslinger is way funnier.
With your eyes and your chest.
it is what it is. We've picked what it is. So we're going to wrap it up because we're running pretty much right on time right here. So we've been using Syrinscape for the audio, and we've got 2 more shows this week, tomorrow and the next day. Tomorrow we've got a very touchy, not really touchy-feely, but children children exploring their adventuring side in the Children of the Marsh, and the young adventurers from 14 to 17 starting their adventuring career. And on the next day, we've got the Rusty Daggers, which are more seasoned misfit adventurers who are really going up against some nasty things. And there's totally no cults in that campaign. It's got no cults at all. But if you want to join us next week for, again, the conclusion of this battle, which is still going on, well, you're welcome to come back. So that'd be awesome. We're going to keep the turn order. We're going to keep everything up. But we're going to have to start including these new weird things that are going to start going on our characters and try to work them in. So that's the thing. So thanks everyone for coming in. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for everything and the donations as well. So that's great. We'll do a quick outros from everybody. Kiwi?
Hey, I'm Kiwi, and I play Jank and Buddy. If you're interested, you can follow me on Twitter at Raptorman1980 with an O instead of a 0.
Awesome. And Ursame?
I'm Ursa May. I play doing the intro. I'm Ursa May. You can find me at Ursa May Arts at Twitter where I draw stuff.
Awesome. Nick?
I'm Nick. I play Jabba Snatch the Mighty, and now of the perfect memory. And you can find me on Twitter at FartSomeArt, where I also draw art. I don't know how I'm going to possibly draw some fan art of Fang now without a head. So that's going to be interesting.
I've already got a pretty good description in my head. I'll message you later.
Yep.
All right.
And finally, Ari?
I am Ari. You can find me at Twitch TV/Onionitis. I occasionally play video games. I play Boom Boom, the slippery gunslinger, and who rides Fang, the headless wolf. Yeah, some very
We can
interesting
put our
stuff.
horse head on your headless wolf now.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
So wrong, so many levels. My name is Carl Goblin. This is the Goblin Cave. Thanks everyone for coming in. We're going to have our our credit scroll, but stick around after that because we're also going to do a raid on our normal raid, which is the Not So Little Party, who also are playing Pathfinder. So thanks everyone for coming in. Thanks so much for the raid as well. It's amazing to be raided by other people. So thank you, Mercs of Mischief, for coming in and for the raid. Thank you so much. Sharing the love around as well to the next people and the next streamers, because that's how we have to. That's essentially what we should be doing to share that love. So bye everybody, and have a great week.
See ya.
Kiwi, that art.
Out of the cave than we were last time.
And there's only 9